my buddy Ray, he's a biker. He's a crazy fucker.
That's true, though. I bet you that's true.
You want to know something funny? Last night I shot photos downtown for the Munson family. And the kid, we were on the river, on the boardwalk, and the kid's set his glasses on the edge, and it fell off into the river. And I ended up climbing down there, down this bank and everything, and then hanging way out over the river and got him. Reached in there blindly into this river and found his glasses. So
Wow.
I should have like set him back in like that, but woo.
Hey, we got a guy down here. He's waiting down there, but you know what? In my post, I said Hall of Famer. I mean, he's not. There's no Hall of Fame, but you know, you got people that are top tier Hall of Famers. You know, and this guy down here is one of them. Do you have somebody that you think that's just like, you know, Hall of Famer? You know,
well, there's a few guys that like obviously fall on that list, but Joey has got to be probably number one. I mean, when I first started, that was who we chased. Like, it was everything I could do to find out where he was going to be and try to race with him one time. And it just watching him on all the 1320 shit is where it all just blew up.
Yeah.
And then let alone like, I don't think anyone's broke the internet in drag racing more than this dude. Like, I swear to God, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And that has to stand for something too. But yeah, I don't know. I would say that he's got to be I wouldn't even say like Hall of Famer. I would say legend. Like,
yeah.
That people will talk about Joey for a very, 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 very long time after we're gone.
A living legend. You heard me?
I do.
Here we go.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
That was a funny one.
What's going on?
Not a lot. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. I can hear you. Just another day, you know, getting ready for PRI. I leave tomorrow after work. So
what booth can everyone find you in?
The Comp Turbo Technology booth.
Are you going to be with that guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah. You know.
Long weekend.
Yes. He is a wild one.
Yeah. Everyone's up for it.
Oh, yeah. He's right. Crazy. He is crazy.
We run some comps on Jeff's car. They seem amazing.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like you guys have seen on the internet, I went 180 miles an hour with them. So, I mean, they definitely surprised me. At first I was very skeptical. You know, I was a precision guy. I mean, just like anybody, I ran, Little John spec'd one of my turbos before. I mean, I've ran all sorts of turbos, and the turning point was I just couldn't get the burning oil situation under control. And it's like, you know, these were on the come up, I would say. I mean, they've been around for a while, a lot longer than when I have been using them, but I feel like I have helped bring them to light on, you know, the oilless stuff. For sure, they've been around for a long time, like I said, but I wanted to give them a shot, and, you know, I've been pretty happy with them. Sure, you see the horror stories. Everybody harps on the negative things. You know, they blow up, I guess, and fortunately, I mean, I haven't had any failures like that or anything. I mean, this whole year I ran the exact same set of turbos I've had, and, you know, knock on wood, nothing has happened to them, and I don't foresee anything happening to them. So I like them. I mean, it's not just, you know, because they help me out or anything. They perform well. They spool fast. I mean, they are very light. That's the major thing about, the positives on my end. Number one is they're very light. We all know I have a big block. That thing is 630 pounds by itself. And you compare that to an aluminum LS stock block, they are 350. So right then and there, I mean, super nose heavy. And it's no secret I have struggled with nose weight since I went big block. I mean, that's why I created the butt hurt bar, let's be honest. And overall, I've been pretty successful with everything, and I'm happy with them. So I was happy when they offered a spot at PRI, and I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I unfortunately had to postpone some winter upgrades this year because of it, but maybe it'll give the small tire class a chance to catch up, let's say.
Definitely been staying home a little bit more lately with the kids. I can totally.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have a 1.5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So, those first few years, till you're 10, those are big milestones. And so, you don't want to miss all that. But luckily, this year I invested in a very nice RV or toter home, whatever you want to call it. So lately, at the last half of the season, the family was able to come racing with me, and it was awesome. I mean, it's when you're down in the dumps because you lost first round or whatever, the kids are there to cheer you up, or when you're winning and you won a super cool race, they're there to take a picture, so all of that is a big deal to me. And as you've seen, I've changed over the last few years, and that is definitely a big part of it. So I don't know. We'll see how long this train lasts of me racing instead of my kids, so I don't know. You never know. I'm not really into the junior dragster thing, but my kid definitely wants one. That's the bad thing. So I don't know.
You might have created a monster.
That's right. But otherwise, yeah, this year I did stay local-ish. I mean, fortunately, there was a lot of local series events that I was able to go to within 3, 4, 5 hours away. And we were able to go to quite a few of those and do pretty well. One of the bigger events I did travel to was Outlaw Armageddon. And, I really liked to see, because when you are in your local sandbox, you could be the baddest person in your area, which no doubt that I feel like I am in my area. But you always see on the internet, let's just say Frankenstein, for instance, they're kicking ass over in their area. Well, Outlaw Armageddon is the home of where all those people come together. And it's cool to see where you stack up, Todd Spears, the NOLA guys, and Scott Taylor and
Martin.
Yeah, I mean, just all of those people in one spot.
It was awesome.
Yeah, and it was a good learning experience. No, I didn't win, but in that high roller shootout they had on Thursday, we did pretty well. I think lost second or third round. I don't know, really close race. The track was pretty challenging, but overall I saw what I needed to see and where I need to improve and stuff like that. And it was a fun time. Unfortunately, Friday night's race, we were in the semis and the transmission lost low gear. So the band I run a power glide. I know, whoa, you don't run a Turbo 400? Oh, yeah, no, I run a power glide. And so the band is what holds low gear, and the band actuator
Even
which turns on, it had broke. We were pass in the semis, and then went home, and it is what it is. But overall, that was our big event of 2024, and it was a fun time for sure.
What's your year's percent of race wins?
I don't know this year. I think I've won about 16 to 20 events this year, maybe, and less than 30, I'm going to say we went to. I'm not sure, to be honest, exactly, but not as good as past years, but very well still, yeah, I mean, better than nothing. There was, in the middle of my year, I was fighting. It started around end of May at No Prep Kings, and I was fighting an issue where as soon as it hit high gear, the tires would just blow off. No power would be all the way in already, low boost. I mean, and it was like a driveline vibration would cause the tires to spin or something. And for 2 months, I went and tested nearly every week and weekend trying to figure out what that was. And it really fought me. I didn't go to many events because of it. And I mean, unfortunately, it ended up being a bent wishbone. So at the last race, I gather a lot of data. So I knew exactly the turning point of when it happened and when it didn't. And on that very last run, I was racing at my local racetrack against Ryan Mitchell. Actually, we won the Friday shootout against him and went 177 against him. And the shutdown is very short, and I took the turn a little too fast and nearly drifted, and it put a lot of side load against that wishbone. And that's the best case I can think of, is that it bent when I was making the turn to the return road, and straightened it back out, got it unstuck, and all was well 3 months later. So it sucked, but that's part of racing. I mean, I was really ready to give up for sure, but I've been in those scenarios before, and you just got to get past it. And fortunately enough, after several, I think we went and tested about 7 times. And after that, got it fixed, and we were out there kicking ass and taking names again. So
how much are you loving the 4-link?
It's good. A lot more adjustability. Is it a night and day difference? Not really. I mean, is it worth it? For sure. Do I tell people like it's an absolute must? No. But for the type of racing I do and racing on slicks, it does really well. And I was able to lighten the car up a little bit more. Unfortunately, it lightened it up in the back. So more nose heavy this year, but that's okay. I mean, it's part of evolving, and maybe eventually I'll be able to take some weight off the nose or move the motor back or whatever. I don't know. I don't know where the rules are going to go. So, my car, ironically enough, does have stock style front suspension still and a stock firewall. So the motor is basically in stock location, which is very far out there compared to a lot of cars. But I know the rules when I go to races, and I'm not here to harp against those guys that have better chassis or tube chassis, so to say, because I mean, they fit the rules, and I knew the rules showing up. I'm just the guy that chooses to make it harder on me, and maybe in the future I'll be able to fix those remedy those things that make my car difficult to get down, and we'll see what the future holds. But like I said, this winter didn't really change a whole lot. You'll be seeing here in a few days, I put on 2 shoots for, like I said, some of those shorter racetracks are really hard to get stopped going, as fast as we're going and things of that nature. So 2 shoots is definitely going to help me be more comfortable. I mean, yes, I was getting slowed down in time, but it left zero room for error if I floored it a little too long, or if anything were to happen, there's no way I'd ever get stopped at some of these racetracks. 2 of them local to me are very short. I think they have about 1,100 feet of shutdown, which is pretty short when you're going 170, 180. I mean, some of these cars are pretty fast nowadays, and cars are only going to get faster. So I had to invest in 2 shoots, and I think it'll help in the end. Be more comfortable getting the car, pushing it a little harder. Maybe I've always been the type of guy that I want to go race another day, and I've lost races because of it, and I'm not saying I'm not gonna change that way I race, but at least having 2 shoots will make me feel a little more comfortable, and in the end be better. Otherwise, the only other thing I changed was we had the turbo kit was modified for the larger frame turbos like you guys run on Jeff's car, and I have the mid-frame turbos currently. And we had made the turbo kit adaptable where I could run both if I wanted. And that was like I was talking earlier. I was very skeptical of whether these mid-frame turbos, they're basically an S400 chassis. I was very skeptical whether they would have enough airflow for how fast I wanted to go. And, like I've shown, 180 plus, they've been well. And I honestly, I don't know where the end of the road is yet with them. And I look forward to seeing where that is next year at the middle or at the beginning of the year. Because honestly, I mean, the 28 record, I believe, is 417 or so, and we've been extremely close to that. Just we were racing in competition, and I didn't want to, ruin that. But next year, I do look forward to maybe trying to push the envelope a little further. I know there are several people that do plan that also, and I don't know if it's going to get faster, or you never know if you could be the guy to overcome that 417 if that's what it truly is. And we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I'll say the large frames on Jeff's have worked great. We can build, like, I think so far we've only attempted 13 pounds, but 13 pounds, I don't know if we'll ever leave on that on any surface we're on, but it'll do that in 2.5 seconds. No
right.
assist, no dump valves.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good.
I don't know what more you could ask for. We've been 468 at one spot so far with it.
Yeah.
And that, I think we only made 21 pounds of boost. I think 21 or maybe 22 or something.
Yeah, so you're just getting into its happy place.
Yeah, it's been perfect for
And
us.
Jasper loves big blocks.
I love big blocks. We're actually probably going to sell my LS, especially when I just heard you say you run a power glide. So I can switch trannies.
Yep, for sure.
And I think what Jeff wants to put a billet block in.
Yeah.
And then I'll sell mine, give him all the money, and Cobb all his second. And then we got 2 cars that are similar. So as we're tuning them, or because we've been entering 2 cars a lot.
Yeah.
And as crazy as this sounds, I feel like for whatever reason, it works so much better for us. It does not allow us to stop.
Yeah.
So like every round you're turning, you're never not going. And I feel like whenever we stop, we get seriously distracted and it get worse. So we've really plus you get double the data.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We've also switched to 2 shoots like you, but of course, Jeff, as you know before, has made us some extremely custom parachute mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to 2 shoots too. His
Yeah.
car is TBM brakes, and mine all brand. His car's all brand new. Mine is old, run, like aerospaces on the front, and it does have new with the Marty rear end we put in. It does have new Strange on the back, but my car. So in the first round of the buyback, both cars went 470 flat,
Mm-hmm.
and my shoots were out like as perfect as you could be. I was probably almost 3/4 of a car through the stripe and deployed.
Yeah.
I've ran War in the Woods a lot. I got pretty good at like where to pull it.
Right.
And my car won't stay on the track. It'll go off the end. Not far,
Yeah.
but like if I don't want to flat spot the front tires, it's going to go off the track. Jeff's car, and mine did that at 156, I think, 156. His goes 160 at 470, same round, identical, but way more mile an hour, stops without even the shootout.
That's crazy.
God dang it. But either way, we just, as fast as we want to go with Jeff's at some places, 2 shoots just seemed like the answer.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I was very skeptical on adding the second shoot because, a lighter race car is a faster race car, and we've spent all this money to make stuff lighter, and then I'm just adding weight to it, and luckily I'm adding it to the back, but still, yeah. It was a long time coming. I mean, all my buddies have said for a long time now, oh, you got to get 2 shoots, or I come back from a sketchy run where I barely got the shoot out in time or barely got stopped in time. And, Sean's always like, oh, we could have 2 shoots, or Justin's like, I'll order that shoot tomorrow. And, finally we've done it and we've crossed that road, and, I think it'll be great for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Justin. I love that dude.
Yeah, he could get you anything.
Mad hot rod right now too. It seems like everywhere he goes, he's winning.
Yeah.
Which, will parlay me into asking, how is the tuning going? The most racer there ever was in history. Just all of a sudden starts January of 2 years ago or a year ago or whatever, and is like,
yep.
Hey, who wants secrets? Come talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting to the point where I felt like there was a void. There wasn't a lot of help out there for racers, and I was getting to the point where being at the top is pretty boring, and I felt like helping racers was the next step. And furthermore, it's extra income. I mean, as you see, I bought a RV with that in that business. So, and it's been doing good. It's a lot of fun. I feel like being a full support kind of person helps because, a lot of times out there in the world, there's a guy that can tune the laptop. There's a guy that can tune the chassis. There's a guy that can dyno your car, or, and I can do all of that for you. So it definitely helps drivers that are customers of mine be more relaxed. Justin, he will tell you point blank, I literally just floor the car and that's it. Yeah, Michelle doesn't work. We all know.
Yeah, taking care of 3 kids. I've had to watch the kids before. If you want to call that not work, I'm ready to go outside in the freezing cold and like weld on trailers or something.
Yeah, she knows I'm joking. She works hard, that's for sure. But yeah, Justin will literally, I mean, some people will ask Justin, hey, do you know this or that? And Justin will literally tell you, no, I don't do anything but floor the race car, load a tune up, or download a data log. That's all he does. And that's okay, because sometimes you get to a level in your racing career that's all you want to do is you want to go out there and race and have fun and not have to worry about anything else. And there's people out there like that. So, I mean, I've been doing pretty good at that. And it also is, when I don't want to go racing or whatever, or get burned out, or traveling every weekend gets old, I can take a couple weekends out of the month and go tune some cars. And that's another reason why you kind of see I've slowed down a little, because I customers, they don't, I wouldn't say they come first in my world, because tuning is my second job for sure. I have a normal job too, but I get to pick and, decide when those weekends are in a month, out of the month, to go do that kind of thing. So it does help fill voids in, a schedule where you don't have a race or anything like that. And it's been good overall for sure. The other really busy thing during the winter, since people aren't racing, I mean, it's kind of cold around, but I do the program consulting where I look over your race program and, figure out where you can improve if you can. I mean, some guys I do talk to, I look over their stuff and I look over their logs, and I'm like, there's not really anywhere you can improve right now. And some guys just want to hear that, like, they're already fast or fast in their area. I mean, however you want to call it. And they just want to keep getting faster. I mean, who doesn't? And I look over their stuff, and I tell them, like, hey, your setup looks good, converter, gears, power management, it all looks very well. There's few minor things you could fix, but overall, that is the program consulting, where we just look over your prior data and see what needs changed, or, hey, I'm going to switch to a different tire. What do I need to change? Or stuff like that, which is much cheaper, than going to the racetrack, spending gas money, tires, fuel, going out there and sucking, or riding the struggle bus, or however you want to call it. So I try to help people in that, and that's been a pretty busy thing here, during both winters. And so that's been doing good.
It's also got to be a little bit of a bonus, like seeing the results on other cars, trying things. It gives you that many more learning bases. You know what I mean? Or maybe someone has like a long wheelbase, a short, something you see where you're like, oh crap, like, and then can relay it to your own program.
Yeah, for sure. You gather much more data, because essentially, like you talked, you have two cars full of data. Well, I have hundreds, so
Right.
not necessarily. This is one big thing I try to explain to guys that I'm helping. They are always asking, well, what does your car do? Or what do you have on your car? And I don't like comparing my car to your car. That is one big thing that I'm against. And my style of how I do things is very different. Although I try to implement that in some customer cars, it takes a very high level of data accusation. Like, I've gotten Justin to do it. You have to log every run, and in a logbook and stuff like that, with different stuff, and keeping track of that, and just data log organization. That's another big thing that I'm on. Being able to, let's just say you raced at Dig or Die this weekend and you wanted to make a first round tune up. You need to be able to think in your head, what surfaces have I raced on that is similar to that, and be able to go in your laptop and look at several runs and figure out, all right, I need to leave at this RPM, this boost, this much weight, and stuff like that, and be able to compile that information that you've recorded and build your first round tune up. And that is what I feel like has made a lot of my customers very successful is because when you make a first round hit and it is good, you have something to build off of, and you're much more comfortable, and you can be ahead of the field basically if you did well on that very first round hit. And that, being comfortable is a big thing, and going fast is another big thing. So I feel like that is one of the things that I try to teach my customers, although some don't really have that much motivation. So that is tough, but every racer is on a different level. So that's one big thing I've learned over doing this is some people are out there to have fun. Some people are as serious as me. Some people are more serious than me, and anywhere in between. So that's been a big learning experience, along with helping people, is that everyone's different. Every car is different. Every car acts different. I am a big believer in not just because car A has this setup, that doesn't mean car B needs that setup as well. So I really like looking at prior data and making changes based on that. So that overall, the tuning business has been good for sure.
And were you shocked on how fast you went on 26s?
Absolutely. The record prior was obviously a 463 at 160 by West Choate out of Missouri. And did I feel like I could beat that pretty easily? Yes. I mean, I've obviously got some data with Darcy's car. Darcy and Sean, they race on 26s. So, unfortunately, when I tried to implement some of that data into my car, it didn't really correlate. We sucked. There is no doubt about it. Like, I'm not here to lie to anybody. I made, I think, 7 runs on that Friday, and I couldn't get off the starting line. I couldn't stop from shaking the tires. Finally, I think it was on the 4th run is when I posted that we went that 446. But overall, it was dumb of me not to change anything for a 26. But I didn't know if I even wanted to do this. But yeah, because I mean, I left the converter the same. I left the gears the same. I mean, I basically just put 26s on and rolled with it. It was stupid.
Gear change?
Oh man, tons. I mean, just changing the rear gear would have helped tremendously, and loosening the converter up would have helped tremendously, and it would have made it a lot easier. Huh?
Were you running dumps all the way down?
No.
A little bit.
On a power glide, it doesn't really loosen a lot. On my combination, it doesn't. I think it's because my power glide's a lockup, so the lockup clutches drag. They obviously are long for the ride when it's not locked up, so it drags a little, and I think that really hurt it. But yeah, I was once we on Friday night, we went that 446 on the 4th run, I think. I did go like 503 or something off the trailer, but it was ugly. I mean, it was ugly. And Friday night, I was able to just sit down and like look things over, like hardcore, just analyze the data. And finally, Saturday rolls around, and I was racing in an event at the same time, by the way. So Saturday rolls around, and we had to qualify for this stupid event. But so I qualified with that 446, but Saturday rolls around, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to add some weight and try to just make it down. I'm the type of guy, I like to be consistent, because consistency wins races. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you make it down the racetrack, you're doing pretty good. But yeah, Saturday rolls around and I added some more weight and tried just knocking some more power out of it. It's really hard on a big block to knock torque out of it when I'm already leaving at such low RPM. I think it was like 3,300 or something, which is pretty low. I mean, normally I'm 28s and 29s. I leave a lot more aggressive, but I think the shortness of the tire and just no sidewall really is challenging.
What size rim?
It was an 11-inch Kaiser wheel.
Okay.
So
would you have preferred a 10?
No, I think the 11 was pretty good. That was Darcy's set of wheels, so I just borrowed theirs basically. But overall, yeah, the 26s were really challenging. It was a lot of fun. I might do it again. There's a lot of room for improvement. I think I only went a 122 60 foot maybe. So, and Darcy's been much faster than that with her car on 26s. So I know they can 60 foot faster. I just needed to change the rear gear, I think would be a big help. And if I wanted to see even more improvement, change the converter as well. But that, I mean, like I said, those are some big moves on something that I was just going out there because I was bored. And if you listen to that 438 run, you'll hear that it was on the rev limiter from 4 seconds on. And like I said, I think changing the rear gear would have helped a lot with that, obviously, because that was lock up on and everything. I was worried about the rods, so I didn't want to spin it any higher. And so overall, just that kind of stuff. It wasn't on much boost either. So overall, there's a lot of room for improvement. Do I need to go faster on 26s? I'll be curious to see if anyone else chases it next year. And if they do, I mean, I've got data now, so that's good. And I'd definitely be apt to go back out there and give it another shot.
So it seems like it's catching on.
Yeah. I think the actual fastest ever on a 235 radial was a 437. So I'm only one number away from that. I really wished I would have just beat that one too, but that's okay. I mean,
next year.
Maybe next year. Yeah, it gives you room for improvement for sure. And I mean, the guy that did the 437 on a radial, I think they went like 109 or something. So if I could just knock the 60 foot down instead of just putzing on out there, it'd go way faster. I mean, if you listen to the video, to go 122 60 foot and 290 to the 330, I was just absolutely cramming the boost in right after the 60 foot to get the power in. But it's all right. It's all right. Like just got some room for improvement to try next year. So
what would that have been, like 4 days ago? How bad was your mailbox?
Yeah.
Like the ballpark. Was there 4,000 messages in about 24 hours? Or
I think it was some of the guys that text me. It took me like 4 days to text them back because there were so many, and there were so many lost in my Facebook messages. And Garrett came to me a couple months ago. It was right after they did that other all-wheel drive race. So whenever that was, the next day he called me and he's like, "Hey, I think a rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive race would be really fun, and I think it's got a lot of potential." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it sounds cool." And I didn't think anything of it. And here we are a month or whatever later. He literally calls me and says, "Hey, we're going to do it March 27th. Are you in?" And I'm like, I don't know. I literally said no to him. I said, "No, I don't think that's for me." And he's like, "No, you don't understand. Like, we're not doing it without the beater bomb." And I'm like, "Gosh." I'm like, "You're putting this all on me right now? Like, I've got a lot going on, and PRI prep, and I was just like, God, you're really laying this on me just out of nowhere, and this is gonna get, big." And I was like, well, whatever. I guess I'll just do it. It'll give me a shot to get the butthurt bar back out, and it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, it was aggressive for sure. I made sure that they were very aware that I was only coming if the butthurt bar was allowed. We went back and forth on rules whether 29s or 28s. Jasper, in your head, would you race on? Would you vote for 29s no butthurt bar or 28s butthurt bar?
I think you're gonna fuck them up no matter what you put on there. So it don't matter. just
I agree with Limpy.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
I would guess probably the butthurt bar in 28s.
Well, that is obviously what we chose, but yeah,
your car
on a bad surface.
Well,
too.
with being that nose heavy, it's probably pretty crucial. Like,
yeah, no, and that's what I stress to them is that you guys don't understand what 59.7% on the nose is like without that thing. So, yeah, I'm talking about too, Garrett.
We like literally, we paid Joey for services, and Joey pretty much spec'd Jeff's entire car. Like,
yeah,
it is probably as close to yours minus the 4-link right now.
For sure. Yeah.
Is probably anyone around.
Yeah. But I was telling Garrett, like, hey, you don't understand how this thing is without that, And I mean, I know I read the comments, so don't think I'm just turning a blind eye. I see the people out there that are upset that I am in charge of a backtrack race when
Why would that be though? The first time I raced you raced 2 days in a row. You drove to Detroit, Michigan, a track you'd never been on. Won the first night and won the second night over people like me and a few others, big names that had raced there how many fucking times? Like,
for sure.
Well, why
they're just upset that
is ridiculous.
They're upset. They don't realize, I guess, where I came from, and like you guys were talking about at the very beginning of the podcast. I mean, I have been around the streets for a long time. I mean, I've been racing with Limpy and Toby and all, when everybody up and down in the Midwest, I have raced with on the streets for several years. And I mean, I even went to, Texas 2K back when before it was what it was today, and I've been around for a long time and have done very well every year. Sure, did I not backtrack race at Dig or Die this last weekend? No. I mean, it's no secret, but that doesn't mean like I don't know what I'm doing. Am I going to go out there and win? Probably not, but am I the best guy to be in the captain spot? I feel like so, because I know a lot of people. I watch around the country what's going on. I have a lot of plugins, everywhere, and I'm very in with the racing world, so to say. So, am I the best backtrack racer there is? No, but do I feel like I'm probably a very good candidate for putting a team together? Absolutely. But there's always going to be them haters on the internet saying,
I would say the first 5 that you selected should have shut everyone up.
"Oh, for sure." I mean, if I had to put money on it, one of those 5 are going to win. That's my guess. I mean,
very, very, very good guess.
Do I feel like the all-wheel drive trucks are gonna do well? Absolutely not. I just don't think you what?
I want one of them, but I don't think they're gonna do well. But I still think they're cool as fuck. Like,
dude, they are cool. Yes. Do I think they're gonna do well? I don't think so. The rules are a lot more fair now that we switched it from 29s to 28s, because on 29s, let's just be honest, I mean, it wouldn't have been even close. So switching it to 28s really levels the playing field, but I still feel like rear-wheel drive cars are just going to do better. And maybe I'll be proved wrong.
The no water prep is interesting too, a little bit.
Yeah. That was maybe something I didn't really tell some of the racers that I've talked to, but yeah, the burnout is allowed, but you cannot use water or prep, which is very weird. But overall, it is the tracks rule that wasn't.
Yeah, they did that last time because they were doing a test, but they were doing testing the night right after the event.
Yeah,
I would drive one.
Yeah, so the track, Bradenton's a very high level facility. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They don't want any damage done to the top side of the racetrack. They, in their eyes, I'm not saying I totally agree, but in their eyes, they feel like if water or prep is used, it's going to be more likely to create holes in the asphalt, which is obviously very detrimental to cars like this weekend that were going 200 and some miles an hour. They hit one of them potholes that we've made, and it's going to be bad, And I think, Garrett obviously sponsors Bradenton, but overall, they don't want to do any damage to the racetrack at all. So that's the rule they came up with. And do I think that it's going to make a difference? Probably not. I mean, most of the time, the water or prep just goes into the asphalt anyway. So it's really tough to even use the benefits of prep or anything like that on asphalt until, rubber gets built up. But from what I remember, and maybe Limpy can comment, I don't think there is much rubber up there at all.
Well, there might be some from the race we did last time, but
yeah,
they don't race up there much at all.
Yeah, so
since then,
yeah, that too. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. If people don't know that the event is obviously no spectators or anything like that, Garrett's there to make money, and I mean that's his income is making YouTube videos. So, he asked that there's no live feeds or nothing like that, and overall from the looks of the other event that Limpy helped him out with, it went really smooth and seemed like a fun event, and I'll be curious to see how it goes. I need to get out and do some more testing with the Butthurt bar. Luckily, I've got a lot of data with it from the prior years, so
I'm sure when are you releasing the next 5? So you had 10 selected pretty quickly, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And then the next 6, is there 6 or 5? Because you're counting.
Well, if you are smart enough, I will be one of them. So technically, I've released 6. But yes, the next group I plan to release after PRI.
Nice.
So Yeah, and then the last 6-ish, will come. They're still 3 months away for the event, so I figure after the holidays are done and over with, I'll release the next wave, I would say.
And we have Limpy on the light again, right?
Yep, from what I gathered, yep.
It should be a good time.
Yeah.
Warm
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah, I mean, March 27th, it should be pretty nice. Pretty nice down there. If you guys had to pick the next 5, who would they be?
Like off the top, okay, so like, oh God, it's so tough.
Or what did you think of the first 5?
The first 5 I felt like was a no-brainer. As soon as we get to the next 5, it gets much more complicated because like things I'm factoring in are, do you travel? Are you just the fast dude in your own pond, or are you going all over the country and going rounds at different races on different surfaces at different times of the year, everything else, especially since they're like throwing in a monkey wrench, like no prep or water. Like just to be real, this LS behind me would struggle with the bias that I would run for a surface that has none. Like I would have to change my burnout mode to like 13 pounds so that I could.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You're going to have to do a trans brake burnout.
In Jeff's car, that's the only difference I would have to do is go off the brake, and it would burn out as far as you wanted to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where this won't. The last time we went out on the street with this, it pulled the wheels 3 feet off the ground in the prep puddle. We were like, oh, shit. Like, go back. We got to change some things. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. Like there's a lot of things to think about, are they the type of people that if someone else is struggling when you get towards the finals and they're out, are they going to help fix? Are they handy? Do they come prepared? Have they done this for, there's a lot that goes into it. So like the next 5 that comes quick is like Chicken Hawk comes to mind right off the bat.
Okay.
That dude's been everywhere.
Definitely.
He's very, very good.
Definitely. And he's local too, and he knows the surface.
Austin Shepard. In Little Rusty, that guy that's what he does, and he has a whole team of them doing it. He has a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then it gets a lot harder for me to like pick, because I feel like you need to be somewhat street, or you need to be showing that you're doing some of this backside racing or or capable.
Because I don't
know if I've seen the other 5.
It gets hard.
I've seen with the first 5.
Like
no, I haven't released the other 5.
Kendall was still running. This would be something I thought about. You know what I mean? But it's been a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Does he?
Yeah,
he's got a whole new combo and everything else.
He races at Milan, right?
So then I would say Brian White,
and
I would say Andrew Lavender is very good on backside.
That's a white new edge with the wing. Yeah. See, I'm looking around. Don't worry.
No, I know probably the same as I do. And then, like I said, there on out, it's a lot tougher selection because I would almost lump majority of what's left, and I'm sure I'm forgetting someone I should throw on this list, but they're all in that category.
Yeah.
So then it becomes what I was talking about before is what else might this person bring to the table that helps these other 5 that are slam dunk get there?
Yeah.
Because really, as you know before from being on the dream team and shit like that, it's a different race than showing up to dig or die and racing with your buddies. Like,
right.
You almost want to share some info. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and one thing I am doing, and maybe people won't like this, but I have elected, like for instance, Billy. I posted Billy was one of the names. I told Billy, you can pick whatever car you want to bring, whether it's Tommy or the truck, whatever, let's say. Or let's just say, out of all of his cars, I will give you guys one spot. You pick What car?
Mhm.
And so that kind of takes the, well, we're going to use data on 2 or 3 cars out of the window, honestly. But I am trying to also be fair. I feel like it's a good opportunity to get your name out there. So I want to see a racer from over here come and over here, and not just a group of 5 of your buddies come because you're all fast. I'm trying to spread the love, so to say, I guess you could say.
So yeah, I guess asking on 5, I don't know if I can give 4. Chicken Hawk, Brian White, Andrew Lavender, and Austin Shepard.
You've named quite a few on my potential list.
And then there's like other people too. So like, God, dude, like Brent Albury. Brent Albury is very good on slow surfaces and has proven that over and over again. And then I'm not as sure, but like some of those California guys like Alejandro or something. And then that's another factor in here too.
That is so far though.
What about the Silver Nova from
Florida? The question is just because I select these people still doesn't even mean that they can be to Florida on March 27th.
Right.
I guarantee you that 3,000 people that were in your DMs, if you would have told them yes, still probably couldn't have pulled this off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Limpy's talking about Billy Goat.
Yep.
Billy Goat. There you go. See, I told you I was leaving someone off a list. So if you wanted my 5, that'd be my 5. Add Billy Goat as the 5th.
For sure, right?
Austin Shepard, Billy
He's
Goat.
been doing it for as long as I can remember. I mean,
they invented the jack.
Now they don't
the jack.
use the jack. They don't use.
They don't.
No.
Oh,
No.
see, I was thinking about I might have to get a jack to do a burnout too.
Oh yeah.
You never know. So
I told you that, like, and they didn't make that a rule, correct?
No. The only rules are the tire size and no water prep.
Yeah.
And obviously rear wheel drive on rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
So
local guys here too, Michael Wagner.
Yeah. With the wagon thing.
And Stefan.
So like the 10 listed with Joey, which is actually 11, right? So
I only released 5.
10, you're one of them. So there would be.
Yeah.
So the rest that's left is hard because I really believe they all kind of lump into a group that's like they're all capable of winning any day. Do they do it as much as those other guys? No.
Right.
Are you looking at any of the guys that you had out there filming as well too? I mean, I know
Waylon's on there, yeah.
But I didn't know if you had any more of the guys that you're.
And Waylon's been murdering it lately. Like,
yeah. And that's why I feel like he deserved a spot. I mean, all he does is street race. And if you remember, if you're paying attention, he's already raced one of those trucks and beat him. So
for big money.
Yeah. I will say something that is a little, I don't know what the word is, but the guy that tunes Waylon's car also tunes one of the trucks. Not saying that's Robert tunes both of them. Not saying that's anything bad or anything, but it's business is business. I mean, if he's the tuner, he's the tuner, and I know he's a good tuner. I mean, he tunes a lot of those cars and does really well, and so that's part of Waylon's program, and I obviously hope Robert can be there. Oh
yeah, if Waylon's there, Robert's gonna be there. But, you also gotta get the difference with front side cars versus backside cars. There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
And that's some of the things to think about. Like, do these people do most of this themselves? Sometimes you end up with a teammate that's like trying to get cell service to tuner. That was what made me learn everything myself. The first time we went to the track. Or not the first time, but it was like a year in, we did this huge race. Me and another guy like grudge raced at one of Billy's events at Marion.
Yeah.
Back when that was a track. And we just donated all the money. We bet like 2,000 aside, and we just gave the money to this girl with cancer. So no one really won money, but it was cool either way. And I can remember like when we pulled into the lanes to do this, he's in panic mode because he doesn't know what to do to his car. He's like, if I can't get a hold of him, we're screwed. You're just gonna run me over.
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
Second, the guy came through with a phone call and like told him where to go and what buttons to push.
Yeah. You're better off doing your stuff yourself anyway.
I wouldn't want to be you selecting people right now. That's what I was But I'm sure you were like watching Dig or Die this weekend. And I think that goes to show you too, like, you know, some people were like, oh, you know, you should take everyone from this race that does this or something. I thought, dude, that's one race. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I don't
really believe in that. You know, I know Limpy's motto is you're only as good as your last win. And, you know, yeah, isn't that what you say about, you know, that the next guy that wins is always going to be, you know, on top or whatever, something like that. Mm-hmm. But
it's true.
What I mean is that Dig or Die is one race, let's be honest. And you don't become a legend or you don't become a great racer over one race. Was the surface at Dig or Die very similar to what I feel like this Bradenton is going to be? Probably, you know, or very close to it.
That's a lot better, I bet.
Dig or Die, you think's a lot better?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely more rubber down there. That's damn sure.
That's why I'm talking the surface now.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, probably pretty similar.
Yeah. But I mean, do you feel like the guy that won deserves a spot? I don't know, maybe. But
I guess if I was making the team, I have no idea. I would.
Has he won other races?
That's what I'm saying.
Know.
He kind of came out of nowhere, and props to him. I know Mork was helping him. It looks like Mork made a post, and looks like Mork was doing some of the keyboard work on the phone or whatever.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, he was texting me all night long, digging in me about how he beat the Team Denver guys and this and that, and I was like, "Yeah, good job, Mork. I mean, good job."
You know why Mork wasn't there, right? Because Pilgrim wasn't there filming.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm kidding, Mork. You
know. But I mean, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, Charles made it to the finals, so as expected. Come on, I mean, it did.
They're so good right now.
They
raced with them a few times this year, and of course, you know how I am. You know, I have video of every pass their car made.
Oh yeah,
analyzed it over and over again, and they're definitely really good. I mean,
they're
really.
Have you got Turbo John? Has anybody said Turbo John yet?
I did. I have talked to Turbo John. He is on my potential list.
He's a good dude too, because you know some of this is for.
I mean, he hasn't
for the internet, really, you know, and he has a huge following.
Yeah,
but he's
backsided forever, and he's not a dumb guy. He's very intelligent.
He'll want to split all the way.
That's okay. I'm in my old age. I split, so
I don't think this is a huge money grab. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going because of the experience, or
I mean,
the whole being a part of it. You know,
the experience for sure is why I'm going. You know, and I've known Garrett for a long time. Like I said in a few of my posts, he used to live in Omaha, so we've done stuff together. And if you guys have ever seen the video of me racing the motorcycles down Center Street is what it is in Omaha. Garrett filmed that out of his Subaru when he was 16 years old, I think. And that was his very first video he ever filmed for 1320 video. And, you know, we go way back. So, I mean, if he calls me and needs something, you know, I'm always down to help. So, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be a learning experience for sure. I mean, I might lose first round. You never know. But
It's-
if I do, at least I can be out there and help everybody or help line them up. And I mean, if we have breaks in between rounds, I can look over people's tune-ups. And I've definitely expressed my willingness to help anybody that needs it that's going to be on the team. And, you know, whether they need my help, who knows? You know, some of these dudes, I mean, are fast. I've actually helped Charles on some of his tune-up stuff when not like power management stuff, but as far as engine tuning stuff. So, you know, there are guys out there that I help that no one really thinks about, but you know, I'm just trying to be the best captain I can. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to go out there and kick everybody's butt either. So, and I hope there's people out there that see that I am trying to pick the baddest people that I can find and not the slowest people. So
You're
win
wanting your
because
team to win, and you don't want, you just want your guys.
No,
Exactly.
honestly, it's tested on a Dega. You're in my camper, setting my traction control, knowing that in a round or two you're probably gonna have to run me.
Yeah.
I mean, so like everyone understand this is a new Joey, and just go right into his pits, look over his car, climb under it, check out what's going on, ask him for help.
Yeah. So I just don't want the haters out there. I'm trying to minimize my haters. I know they'll always be out there, but I'm trying to minimize them. And I want people to see that I am trying my best to pick the fastest people that I can find. I am not where I'm trying to pick some mediocre people so I can do good. Like I don't really care. Like I said, it'd probably be best if I do lose first round so I can just help people. But I am actively searching for the fastest people because I don't remember if I posted this or not, but either way, I plan to have a significant bet against Manuel and his squad that rear wheel drive will win versus all wheel drive. So no matter what, if a rear wheel drive car wins, you know, we would get more money, not just that the winner does get 20 grand, but we're looking for a bet outside of that, obviously. So
Side bet.
yeah, like a team bet, you could say. So
Manuel definitely is not scared of betting.
no, and
Fact.
the few times, the few times I've talked to him on the phone with Garrett, you know, he seems like a really down to earth kind of guy. So I look forward to racing with them, and I think it'll be a blast, you know. So, and in the end, that's kind of all we're hoping is that everybody has fun and has a good experience, you know.
Oh yeah.
You hit him with the question?
No, all right. So we ask everyone.
Uh-oh.
It's not that bad, but it is funny getting all the answers. So
Okay.
if you could go back in time, you could go back to those roll racing in Omaha, or you could go back even farther to swinging on tire swings into the lake or something. But you can't change anything. You can't like invest in Google and be a billionaire or do anything. All you can do is relive that moment. Would you go back and do that, or are you happiest right now?
Like, you mean, would I go back and change anything, or?
No, you can just go back. Just that moment was the best.
Live your life all over again.
Or is right now the best.
No, I really like where I'm at right now. Like I said, I've got a pretty cool RV. A couple years ago, we bought this very nice property with a big shop, and my car is as fast as it's ever been. So, I mean,
awesome.
if I didn't have to go back and like change something, then I really like where I'm at right now. I have a pretty good job. I like what I do. I like doing the tuning stuff. there's not a whole lot that I'd change. But if I would go back in time and change anything, there is one thing that sticks out in my mind. So, story time. So, my very first car was a convertible Mustang. And my dad bought it when I was 15, stick shift, very stock. I still have it if you've seen pictures of it, gray convertible. But either way, like a dumb young kid, started modding it, whatever. I got to a fork in the road where I had a built Ford motor, and, it was either I was buying a blower or a turbo kit. And unfortunately, I bought a blower. And if there was anything I would change, I wish I would have just did the turbo.
Oh.
So,
okay, so here comes the hardest part.
You got anybody? You got any sponsors? Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Who do you want to thank for helping out?
Well, I've got a lot of sponsors. I tell people this all the time. You can't do this stuff without, people on your side. Not saying they buy your race car, but it always helps when there's somebody helping out somewhere. First and foremost, obviously, and I hope Michelle's watching because she knows.
I know this is a
Michelle is obviously the best for watching 3 kids when I race and just helping out around the house when I'm out in the shop or whatever. Like, for instance, I'm leaving for PRI tomorrow and she's got to watch 3 kids until Friday when she comes. And so, having a good wife, or you, in somebody else's case, a girlfriend or whatever, having a good significant other to help you out down this road is always the best. I mean, she's been with me for, I don't even know how many years, 50 fucking years or something. At least it's been a long time. So she's couldn't do it without her, and it's been a blast now that the kids and her can come racing. She drives the golf cart and she hasn't learned how to pour prep or anything like that, but maybe we'll work on that in 2025 and see where that. Yeah, Joey Anton's a really good customer, obviously, but maybe we'll see if Michelle can learn how to line me up in the groove or pull me in or anything like that next year and see how that goes. Otherwise, also Sean Clark, he's at a lot of the races I go to and does all those things that Michelle can't, and some things, she does. But if she's watching the kids or whatever, couldn't do it without Sean either. He's been in my program for, I don't even know, 8, 9, 10 years. I don't even know. Long time. And so, glad to have him always there. We've done a lot of dumb things together and we learn and we get better. And, that's why we're on top a lot of times. So couldn't do it without him either. Otherwise, I do have a lot of companies that help me from the very beginning. The Shop Inc. was a very big supporter of mine, and Chad is his name. He's local to me. Use his dyno whenever I need it. If I need a quick fab job, he can weld something up or make something. For instance, if anybody saw that giant wing I tried when I tried the 26s, Chad and I made that. Otherwise, yeah, he has an alignment rack. We align my car there, and overall just big supporter from the very beginning of mine, and glad to have him around. Brad Vasco, Oh yeah, I am wearing Brad's hat. Brad Vasco from Vasco Speed and Performance out of Kansas City. Him and I built my whole car basically. We cut the floor out 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't know when that was now. Did the 25-2 cage and spent 3 months back and forth doing that. And, just this weekend or last weekend, like I was saying, we put 2 chutes on and did some changes to the front end that everybody will get to see at PRI. But Brad's been there for a long time also. He is my go-to fab guy on any large projects we did, like the 4-link swap over. We did all that. Brad's an excellent welder. I try to be very hands-on also with him. So usually I make the stuff and he welds it together, or we bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. So somebody needs to hold a bar in place. That's me. Brad will weld it afterwards. No front butt hurt bar. There'll be some pictures coming out here in a few days. Like I talked to, the 2-chute thing is a big thing we did. Otherwise, you guys will see. Brad at Vasco Speed and Performance has been there for a long time as well. Otherwise, there's several others. Aeromotive, run all their fuel products. Justin, we talked about Justin earlier in the podcast. Barron Racing out of Joplin, Missouri. Justin also owns his J&N Granite shop that he works out of Joplin also. Let's see. Quick Performance, they supply all the rear end and gear, or not the rear end, but the gears. They have the rear end in my convertible Mustang we were talking about, my very first car. Marty Marilat, for all the rear end and 4-link stuff. He also was very helpful when I talked in the middle of the year when I was struggling with that vibration problem. I bounced a ton of ideas off Marty, and overall, he was very helpful in getting that resolved. We tried a lot of different things. Some stuff didn't work, obviously, but we were able to cross off things on a list that, was potential. And I was able to borrow some shocks from him. I know some of you guys have seen that I have front air shocks, obviously. Marty sent me a set of his rear air shocks. They're really high dollar Penske, rear air shocks. So those were one thing we tried. They didn't fix the vibration problem or the spinning problem, but they've been a big help in tunability. It's another tool in the toolbox. I mean, are you wheeling at the top side and you need to get that ass end back higher? You turn on them rear air shocks and it'll get the ass a little higher than the front and usually stops a wheelie. So I really appreciate, Marty helping me out during that time. It always sucks when you're down in the dumps and you just don't know which way to go, and having somebody else that is smart bounce ideas off them and stuff like that, it really helps bring you up out of that dump. So I really appreciate Marty.
Amazing shit in the planet also.
Yeah. I mean,
so
his
beautiful. So it, like, on this turd back here, it is such a shame to even bolt that thing up in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, part of my car, and you never even see it.
Yeah.
Like, the best looking part, the coolest part. Like, we love Marty.
Their products are just amazing. I mean, it's crazy that something like that just has to get hidden,
I know.
But let's see what else is there. I can't even remember who else I named already. Oh yeah, obviously Comp Turbo. I mean, I'm going to be in their booth at PRI, so they've been super helpful. I've done some product development for sure. And I feel like we've gone pretty fast with what they've got, and they're coming out with some new stuff that I think they're going to unveil at PRI. So be sure you stop by and see all that, and I'll be around to chat about the beater bomb, obviously. And if anybody has some questions or whatever, I'd be more than happy to answer. So some I probably won't, but I mean, don't ask anything dumb like how fast you've ever been or anything like that, or how much does the beater bomb weigh. Those are two definite ones you're not going to get the real answer to.
How fast you ever been?
297.
Good Lord.
That's not bad.
That's in the eighth, people.
Getting
That's
there.
in the eighth.
Like we talked
The weight one's
earlier.
really stupid to me because the weight changes all the time in all.
Oh,
parts,
for sure.
like, no matter
Yep.
where we're going. So like weight
Yep.
is and almost.
Yeah, like I tell people, 2850. That's about what it weighs, and I mean, it's a Fox body with a big block and twin turbos. I mean, everybody.
There's enough information online. You should be able to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, and it's pick a lane next to me, and if you want to see how fast it is, I guess. I don't know. Tire pressure. I am a firm believer in a lot of different things, and tire pressure is one of those that feels like people are way over here and I'm way over here. So who knows? But otherwise, yeah, the other sponsors, we talked about Marty, Marilat, and Quick Performance, and Justin. Let's see. One of my buddies from Des Moines, Jordan Sharp, he has a really super nice blue New Edge Mustang. He helped me out also this year, and he owns a detail and performance shop out of Des Moines, Iowa. So another huge supporter, Jordan. We've been racing together for, I don't even know, way 10, 15 years maybe. So he'll be at PRI with me. Justin will obviously be there, Sean, and Michelle's coming on Friday, like I said, but let's see. There's all sorts of other ones, and it's tough to remember them all because they're all really important, and I really appreciate all the haters. That's another big.
I remember, was it your trailer said on the back of it?
Oh, yeah.
Funded by my haters or whatever.
Financed by my haters.
Financed by haters. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Every time I see that, I was like, well, Joey's here.
Yep. I'm designing a new shirt. I like to put slogans on, not slogans. I don't know what you want to call them, sayings on them. Like, some of them have said that financed by my haters or whatever, or scared money.
Be so fast online.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened?
He'll wear this shirt that looks like a belly shirt on him now because he loves it.
Yeah. My next one that I'm coming up with is haters made me famous. So
I'll have to get Noah some.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, some people's choices. I'll keep my opinions to myself, But no, that's probably where I'm at. Like I said, hope to see everyone at PRI, and look forward to a fun season next year. I'm not sure what other big races I plan on. The RV has made going to big races a lot easier. That's for sure. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like the Armageddon thing was once every few years race. So I'll probably try to pick a different big one than that.
You should try to come to my first race, or our first race that we're doing in Abilene, March.
Abilene, Texas, or where's that?
Abilene,
Holy
Texas.
cow! Texas is far.
We're throwing $20,000 on top of a small tire. $500.
Me and Jeff do promise this year we'll be at I-29.
So
whatever you throw, we will go to that instead of whatever else is happening.
Okay, it's no big deal.
No, we want
I understand.
like,
yeah,
I like that the boards are on. I like it's always
Yeah.
different. You paid each round. It's just something different, and that's fun. And we like doing fun stuff. So
Yeah.
Our first the track hasn't been ran on in it's this 3 years, so it's kind of bare right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the first 2 races off the trailer. Is a
Yeah.
$20,000 a side bet, and then the track's throwing 20 on top.
Oh wow.
Or
Yeah,
I think they're gonna do 2 races, and then the track's gonna do 10 and 10. So
yeah. What racetrack is it at? What's the racetrack called?
it's Abilene. It's West Tex Abilene Raceway, but it used to be Big Country Raceway.
Oh, I gotcha.
It was it closed like 3 years ago, and Matt and them bought it.
Yeah.
They're just doing no prep, just events out there.
Oh, well, that'll be interesting. Hopefully, it's not like that Decker Boys track where it's super.
It was a full
slippery
track. It was a full fledged. It was a bracket track, I guess. Actually,
no,
yeah,
it'll be a lot probably like Onondaga was when we first went back to it after it sat for a bunch of years. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It's concrete. It's all concrete on the front and asphalt on the back.
We raced a race too in Cincinnati that was like that.
Yeah.
It was polished. It wasn't like, very well.
Yeah, it ain't a Walmart floor gloss sign.
Right. That was pretty interesting race when I was watching that. That was wild.
Yep.
I mean, pretty slippery. Oh, Logan says hi. See that?
What's Logan?
Yeah, Logan's in there. But yeah, it'll be. I don't know how next year will go. We'll see. I do want to get back to War in the Woods. I saw a comment that said that. I do want to get back there.
If you come back, I will guarantee you a spot down low.
Yeah,
I get to control that part of it. So
yeah,
I will promise you, wherever you want to park, it's yours.
Yeah, it looks very fun and a lot safer now than it was when I went. I mean, fortunately enough, the one time I went, I did win, but I don't know. It's so bumpy and short of a shutdown. But maybe, like I said, I'll be more comfortable with the 2 chutes now. So
it definitely once we got so when you were there, it's a lot faster now.
Yeah, and it looks a lot faster for sure.
It made the bumps not nearly as bad.
Yeah,
the stopping is worse, obviously. Like
that
part got worse, but the going down the track actually, for whatever reason, the faster you go, the less wild it is.
Yeah. It's interesting, and it's one of those FOMO events, where it looks like a lot of fun, and everybody's there, and
well, you definitely make money on merch.
Yeah, that too, and it's one of those that I really want to go to, just I don't know if I'm gonna. That's all.
Yeah.
And I get it. We wanted to be a digger guy this weekend, but it was like Noah's first game, and Kate had to work. So I'd have had to do so much just to go, which sucks, but that's life, Like I want to be his games. I want to see him grow up. I don't want.
Oh yeah.
I can race. Yep.
Right. But
all right.
Okay.
Well, appreciate you coming on and sharing your wisdom.
Much.
Yep, no problem. I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh man, dude, that's a pro. That is a professional. He called out the wife first thing. No hesitation. Was like, gotta thank Michelle first. Like, this dude's been there, dude. God, that's another legendary moment right there, if you ask me.
Yeah.
God dang. What a great guest. Joey did amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a cramp in my leg. So
sorry we ran a little late. We had one of the number one guys on, and it was a really good time. How are you guys doing tonight?
So tired.
Yeah.
So tired. What about you, Crystal? On mute? What is this?
It's just a.
Yeah, I can't do that. I might have to go fix a generator at 3 a.m.
It's only 50 milligrams. Dude.
Yeah, now you're talking to someone that'll die. Here, you eat one with me, and I'll eat this one.
Oh,
Fucking peer pressure, Jeff over here, just pounding drugs down my
He
throat.
made a bad choice for himself, I think.
That tastes way stronger than 50 grams. What one did you open?
he said 50 grams. He didn't. You said he thought it had milligrams.
500.
50 grams.
I knew 500 was what I meant to say.
I went to his wedding. I don't trust him at all.
What do you have, Crystal?
Is this weed? This is weed.
There's one, right?
I was like looking for the
420.
dosage. All right. I'll trust you. Wow, it tastes strong.
Man,
Woo.
how y'all doing?
What are we smoking on, guys? Crystal still don't realize she's on mute.
There she is.
There we go.
Hey.
She was down in the green room for a little too long, people. Sorry.
What kind of mushroom did you eat? Weed or a shroom?
No mushroom. I didn't eat a mushroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably should.
No. Well, yeah, I probably should microdose every day of my life.
Yeah, we all should.
But like I said, I might have to go work at some point late in the night or something, and I definitely don't want to be zooming that down 96 on my way to Detroit to drive into some ghetto hospital and work on a trailer in the freezing cold.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, I'm here to fix this so we can hobble people on here. Or a lift gate and have it fail or something.
It'll be fine.
Hey, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, if the lift gate just drops and they don't make it, that'd be great.
It'd be all right. It'd be all
You
right.
know what I learned recently? That they store, like, you know, when you see the, like, things of the hydraulic lift, that they store them, like, up in the air, not so people don't fuck with them, but so they can tell if there's, like, a leak in the hydraulic system. I was like, that's smart, man.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's holding pressure on it in that scenario.
Says 512.
Like the
What's up,
lines
sister?
pressurize up.
What's that?
I imagine there's
Roger with
pressure
us.
in the lines. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, for it to be held up, the lines have to have pressure in them. Exactly.
So what are you rolling up?
All the stuff that was left on my tray,
All right.
which is like in my trim
That
spot.
says we call that power mulch.
Well, it's like by my trim spot, so it's gonna be some mixture of
So
my
this is-
outdoor.
Yeah.
A beautiful blend. What are you guys doing tonight? You used to not talking?
I
Chatty
was
buddy on?
catching up real quick on a few things. I'm sending Mike Hickman these posts because he's a crybaby motherfucker.
Oh.
He ain't
said-
listening, so I could call him whatever I want right now.
Mhm.
Dude always coming over with his alien stories.
Where was I?
Have you been watching the shit about the Jersey
Here we
drone?
go.
Oh my god, dude, that's what Hickman was talking. So you're
What
one
is
of-
it? What is it?
No, I'm just
Don't
joking.
believe everything
So
you
wait,
read on Reddit.
so what? That's what I told him last night when he said, "Did you hear about the UFO that crashed in Jersey?" I was like, "Bro, stop reading Reddit." But go ahead and elaborate. Now that two people have told me, I'm interested. It's not just one
Okay.
crackpot.
Oh
There's
my God.
two
No, it's a
people. Once it
plethora of
becomes two,
crackpots.
it might be true.
Kate Hannah is here.
Oh,
So
hi,
now
Hannah.
I'm curious.
We like Hannah. We want Hannah to come on.
Oh shit! I'll bring those in tomorrow. I did not. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jasper.
Guys that will never be.
Dude, I even had other people willing to ship it for me. All I got to do is drop it off. And I can't even pull that off.
Yeah, you leave.
Prizes yet.
Yeah, nobody's getting that. Let's be honest.
Prizes.
He's gonna raffle it off here pretty soon.
Let's be honest, we don't do nothing right.
Out of control.
Oh God, I got those ones out, but I will drop those off tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, girls.
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
it.
it's his lie. Let him tell it any way he wants to.
Yeah,
If not, we'll talk about it next week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just been sitting here smoking a little bit. And,
What are you smoking on?
well, it's a Leo brand that we sell.
Oh,
And I don't know what it is because I didn't look at the tag when we pulled it. So
Smoking on
it's a
some E's and B's XJ13.
It is a sativa. It grew about, I guess, 11 feet. Just
11
filled
feet?
with buds, thin leaves, so definitely sativa. And
definitely sativa.
it's one of the few that my wife has actually said she really likes. And it's one that we didn't really harvest it down. So I don't have a lot. I mean, this is all I got left. Shoot, from that giant plant, because it's just all hanging out there right now, all brown and froze. Well, wet from the rain now.
So it was 11 foot tall?
Yeah. Yep.
Good Lord.
Yep. We were out of town and it needed to be harvested, and then we got back and just busy, and it never got taken down.
Oh, man.
I know.
Man.
Yeah. So anyway, I got a friend that says he can maybe turn it into hash. Have you ever heard about taking something that's been hanging for a while overdue and through the frost and the rain? And
Jeff's there. He might have had that problem, Jasper.
as to whether it would turn into hash or not, whether it could get some hash.
You can
out
still
of it.
make hash. The longer it sits around, sometimes it gets darker. I like Kate saw when we were running a lot. There was these weird anomalies that would happen. So every once in a while, someone would show up with a tote of trim, and they're like, "Yo, this has been in my barn for like a year and a half," and we would give them the spiel of like, "Well, you can pay us to run this, but we're not going to take half of it because
I don't want any of it."
and then run it, and it comes out amazing, like as amazing as you could ever imagine. And there's no rhyme or reason why that happened. I really don't know. Like it just magically was in the perfect climate.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I mean, they're like, "Yo, this sat in my barn." You wouldn't think in Michigan it would have had the wrong climate at some point, but we've seen weird things. But majority of the time, if it's sat around for a long time, it usually is darker oil. The oil is still there; it'll still get you just as high. It's dark.
I'll be the judge of that.
Be like dark honey, good stuff.
Yeah, guys coming in today looking for hash strains, and I was like,
Yes, they did.
purple punch shit's hash, donkey butter shit's hash. Any crosses of either one of those? We got our house brand of seeds has like our auto line is coming out in drops throughout the next couple weeks.
We are so
Wednesday.
We're so fucking excited about it. Kate made some great new graphic stickers.
Best strain for pain relief is super subjective. It's like very
True.
person to person. I would start like what I did when I started trying to find strains that worked like medically for me is I would get one, smoke it, decide what I did and didn't like about it, and then look up the parents and then like keep track of common lineages, and like I always found that I really liked Durban poison strains for like cleaning while I'm high type of activities, so like Durban found its way into one of my top spots from just appearing in the lineages of strains that I really liked for that purpose.
You really do have to keep a notebook.
Yeah, and lots of people will say like, "Oh, this strain works great for me for like back pain." Like when I smoke certain strains, it makes my back hurt worse. Like it feels like my spine is getting chilled. It feels like I'm like iced up inside. It gets me like stiff and tense in a way that like makes it hurt worse. So like, it's like a weird. What works for one will not always work for another.
What's the best for arthritis? Roger.
Oh,
Roger.
I if I knew, I would be smoking it all the time. I don't know. I guess it's like Kate says, as you're looking for things for pain, I think it would just depend on where your arthritis is and how it's going to affect. I know we make a oil. It's
We'll just
called
stay
holy
black.
oil, and I give the recipes out at the seed cellar. But you put that on your hands if you got arthritis in your knuckles. Everybody that's tried it has said it's like a miracle. It just immediately starts to take away the pain, and you start getting more flexibility. Yeah, it's
Can I
pretty
use
incredible.
that? Can I use that on my deal and then maybe play with my 4-inch cot and
Well,
maybe?
You could probably get that 4-inch cod up and ready in no time at all with that.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm always trying to think of dual purposes.
Dual purposes. There you go.
Oh,
John, I would say that if you're trying to like make yourself fall asleep or get pain relief, like curing your stuff or letting it go a little bit longer so it builds up more CBN. That's kind of the like sleepy part of the high.
Yes.
And
it's
that
more of the amber colors, right?
Yeah, the more amber color, and then even like letting it cure for a little bit longer, like the degradation that happens is THC converting to CBN.
Yep.
So it's not like it's losing potency in the psychoactive effect, but it's gaining potency in the
sedative.
And the sedative and all the things that CBN does to your body. Effect, it's just converting one to the other. So.
Well, I think as it ripens, that's when all the other cannabinoids start to come out as well. And so you get a really good entourage effect. Whereas if you pick it early, you get a THC punch. That was great. And then that's it, time to hit it again. Where I've noticed the things that are left longer, even if it doesn't put me to sleep, if I don't get too tired, whatever, it just lasts longer.
I concur.
And if Crystalline at 420 concurs,
then it's
got to be right.
You motherfucking know.
And somebody mentioned skin cancer spots too, and like I would say, unless you've exhausted other stuff, just putting like RSO or something on skin cancer spots is like not medically advisable. Like it's one of those things where like it is a very powerful plant and it is helpful, but like. It's not a miracle, and it's not like it is a miracle in lots of ways, but like, it's not a magical cure-all for everything. And skin cancer spreads rapidly and kills people.
Yeah, it's not a fountain of youth.
Jasper went black screen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I like it.
I've heard once you go black, you don't go back. That's what I heard.
That's ridiculous. What type of sexy things are you doing that we can't see with your friends?
No, I was just getting way too many DMs because I look that good, so I had to just calm this down for a second.
Oh, geez.
How many boys are in your inbox? We can compare.
Oh, you don't want those numbers. I got way more dudes than chicks.
Oh. Is it going on black screen the same as going on blackface? What's blackface?
Dude, Hannah always going with it.
I know, dude. We love Hannah.
Asking for a friend.
What's blackface?
Ask the girls, golden teachers or white.
Okay. Oh, we already asked them? Yeah, well, they said the ones didn't look right.
She said she thought these were brown, but that was golden.
Those look like Chantel's to me. I think
Even smoking the RSO or eating it?
Golden tea, what is it? Golden teacher or white rabbit? What would you pick right now?
What do you want?
I'm just asking, which one would you pick?
They're two different things. White rabbit, you're gonna go and
what are you in for, Jasper?
You're gonna go on a journey down the hole. Golden teacher, you're not gonna feel anything. You're just gonna think about it when you lay down.
That's how the guy honestly described him. So
damn, he's spot on then. All right, you heard him, dog.
Yeah.
All right, Alice in Wonderland it is.
Yep, I was gonna say White Rabbit. You're gonna go down the Alice hole. So
Mad Hatter.
You're gonna meet the Cheshire.
That's why he's black screen.
Dun, 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 Nancy Drew. You're so fucking smart.
I think his inbox really got to him in his head.
I had to be a dickhead and ask. My bad. Cooter's excited. He's just giggling.
He's rubbing that lotion on his hand. Oh wait,
Yeah.
We went that route.
He's thinking about doing something else about his 4-inch cot too. So
No, I'm just loading up my vape again. But
I
speaking
thought
of the
Miss
oil,
Cooter was gonna be
I have
happy.
it right here.
Oh shit! You're not lying. You're Lippy. You're not wrong. He's got his star oil.
I know.
I think one of the magic ingredients in that is cinnamon, because cinnamon is a natural vasodilator, increases blood flow to the area. So I think that's one of the keys. But there's only 5 elements in it, so it's
No wonder I
easy to
love
make.
cinnamon. Maybe I need to start doing something else with cinnamon. You heard me? Maybe we'll meet Cinnamon this weekend on the stage number 2. Cinnamon.
Bring on those cinnamon rolls. Give me Cinnabons.
Who's Cinnamon?
Oh no, but she'll be on stage 2 probably.
Well, those girls work hard for their money.
Hey,
you know,
I don't discriminate, man. I mean, just the way it is. Uh-oh.
Hannah says they got the United Healthcare shooter. That's actually what I was looking at when the thing started. Looking at Twitter threads about
Twitter.
Luigi.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just the way you say Luigi.
That's my kid right now. Mario? That's Mario? I've watched it at least 125 times. The weird part is I catch myself still getting into it, even though I know like every line word for word. Still amazed Seth Rogen is the monkey. Never knew that till the end of the credits. Or that Jack Black was Koopa the first time, or what's his name, Bowser.
Yeah, Jack Black's got a Christmas movie out, and it might be old. I don't know, but
does he really?
I really want to watch it. Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like
You really want to watch it? Do you?
I think I've seen
Satan instead of Santa.
Satan. Yeah, he's Satan. Yeah.
Yeah, because the dyslexic kid mails the letter to Satan instead of Santa.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. I watched it. Well, it was on.
How do you guys store your mushrooms?
What do you mean?
Well, how would you store them? Do you freeze them? Do you put them in a fridge? Do you
him.
just leave them on the table? Should they not have light on them? What degrades them quickest?
They should be as dry as you can get them.
Airtight.
And then they should be in like an airtight container with some sort of desiccant to keep them as dry as you can get them, because they'll mold. And that's bad. And then out of light.
Yep, out of the light. In your sock drawer, brother.
Cool, dark, dry. As per usual.
Per the usual. We're having some good sales right now, everybody.
On
15% off on everything. If you go on the website, 15% off, and I think free shipping. And some percentage off buttermilk pancakes by in-house.
Oh yeah, strain of the week. Boop, boop.
I don't remember what the percent is.
I don't either.
Could be 25. Could be.
Sorry, I'm just excited that Hannah knows shit about the United Healthcare dude.
Is that really him?
Okay, they caught him at McDonald's. They were like, he was using a fake ID at McDonald's. Who's ever been fucking asked for ID at McDonald's? Doesn't make sense.
Well, there's a bunch of weird things about it. Have you looked at the photos? In one photo, his coat has no pockets up front and he's wearing a gray backpack. And in the next photo, he's got a black backpack on and coat with pockets in the front. Like, the dude really went and changed outfits into what is essentially the same fucking outfit. Like, hey, I'm going to go do this murder, and then I'm going to run back to my hotel and change my outfit into almost the identical outfit. I don't know. Something's fucked up with that, but
it might just be I think it might have been just maybe it's a distraction.
They did find the gray backpack in the park. But like,
Full of Monopoly money.
what a horrible plan if your plan is to
So he
change.
still has the gun on him. Like, there's a bunch of shit that doesn't make sense. He ditched the backpack in a way that he knew they'd find it, full of Monopoly money. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Still has the gun days later, and he like it just it'll be interesting.
And had a manifesto.
Manifesto?
I'm saying any fucking.
I mean,
notebook-
they had all. I'm sure they could find all kinds of stuff. Could all kinds of stuff plan on him, you know.
They apparently had a YouTube video that like posted some shit that was like, if you can see this, I've been arrested, and then it's like be patient or something. That's what I was looking at when the thing started. Was his like weird ass YouTube account?
Oh shit.
Well, that's no different than like the shooter, the other shooter dude that shot at Trump that has like everything scrubbed, nothing in his apartment.
Weird.
Like that's a really weird scenario too. And I don't understand why nowadays we have weird scenarios and can't figure them out, but we're talking about flying to Mars.
Yeah.
Like, what type of technology are we lacking here? Like, dudes will do the smallest crimes and they'll chase them down 3 countries away in some bar without even service. And we can't find these people? Like, none of that makes sense. Or like the Las Vegas shooter that obviously, like, we're going to get.
But one thing that just kind of pisses me off, you know, all while this big manhunt is on, huge ass, money being given out.
Yeah,
for
like Matt said.
information, all of this stuff. But how many other murders were taking place in New York at the same time?
Didn't
You
they
know?
say that? I read somewhere
Yeah, that's a
where
great
they said
point.
they couldn't.
Probably 80 that night.
They
20?
couldn't find. They can't
10?
track $6.5 billion or whatever that was sent to Ukraine or something like that. It's gone. They don't know if it made it or not. Oh my.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
made it. It made
we
it
live in a
somewhere.
really shady time.
Abracadabra.
Yeah, I mean, Jay-Z just got took off the playlist. Like, good
Oh,
God, man, they're
shit.
going down one by one.
Mhm.
Who did? Jay-Z did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Damn.
What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Is he? Did he get put in jail?
And that was off NBC News. NBC
No, he
News.
just got listed in a lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Guess where I just sent you one of the drone videos.
Oh shit! Here we go.
That's the other thing flooding my Twitter right now.
Who's the other guy that got in trouble? Beyonce's husband. What's his name? Jay-Z, and what's his name?
Jay-Z.
No, the
Jay-Z
other
is
one.
Beyonce's husband.
Huh?
Puff Daddy is the other one.
Oh.
P.
My
Diddy.
bad. Okay. That's so gross. A 13-year-old.
Didn't someone end up saying this was a helicopter on Reddit? Because this sure don't look like a helicopter.
That's it. Okay, so they're saying that the drones look like planes, but they're like smaller and real close. And that they like make a noise that sounds like a plane, but it sounds like it's being played through a speaker. But then like when you watch the video, you're like, that just looks like a plane. But like, you know, it's hard to videotape shit at night. So I mean, I walk my dog all the time and I fully believe there's like shit flying around that's like weird looking. Whether or not it's aliens monitoring us, I won't speculate on. I just think that there's a whole bunch of weird shit flying around. Like I live real close to an airport and a helicopter training and repair facility for the military. So I see all sorts of weird shit.
Like, I was gonna say, dude, that sounds scary.
Drone flying around the other day. What's that?
I said that's the scariest stuff I've heard all night.
What? Stuff flying around?
A training, testing, government thing.
It's for the National Guard. It's not like a secret. They have to do it somewhere.
Yeah, but what goes on inside could be secret. You never know where the NSA is going to pop up doing things. And, oh, yeah, this is a good cover. A lot of people have been through here. They won't think anything about it. Right next to a busy airport. And that's where they're doing their shit.
So I'm saying, I see weird shit flying around all the time. Like to the point where my boyfriend makes funny. I'm like, I saw this weird thing. He's like, yeah, a plane. I'm like, no, but it was like a weird one, you know?
No, I didn't find my hitch, but I borrowed my buddy's off that truck I always borrow, that Dodge, and I legitimately had to lay under my truck for like an hour today, dude, and beat that insert out because we've went so
Oh boy.
oblong to that insert.
Oblong.
So, dude, I beat on that for like an hour to get it out to get Kyle's hitch in, then had to file it. And then that's how I got the car in the garage today because I was sick of it. I figured it was warm. I better get it in now because I don't know.
It was warm. You had to get it in now, so you beat on it.
That's how it works, Kate.
Yeah. And then file it, grind it down,
Then yeah.
then spit on it,
and then shove it in.
got the new one in.
You know, spit is the national lubrication.
She said.
Actually, it could be.
No one even said that's what she said. I set them up. So fucking good. Gave him the point and everything, and no one even came with
I
it.
totally missed the fucking
Not even-
pass on that one.
I get.
Isn't the South, Limpy? Isn't it dip
Using
spit?
internet. What is Matt stealing?
It says what?
Is it in the South? Isn't it like a dip spit?
What?
Oh yeah, some people dip. I used to dip back in like when I was in high school.
Lubricant. I think in
Yeah.
the South, it'd have to be like
Well, I mean,
we put some grizzly in it.
we put.
Am I bouncing in and out?
Yes. Yeah, you're stuck. You're frozen right now. Oh, look, he's doing the happy.
Jazz hands.
Jasper looks 60 right now.
Oh, there you go.
Is my internet working?
Xfinity said they were having issues.
Jasper, you have any updates on the winter updates on the red car? You're muted.
He's pulling a crystal.
You're muted.
Yeah, you did a big one of that tonight.
I'm back.
All right.
We're having a whole conversation with you.
I think it's working. I shut off
Yeah.
all the other things, robbing internet off it. But no, I don't think we got much updates. We might switch to big block, probably not. And we're gonna wrap it in the wood grain. So that's about it. Other than that, there's not much left you can do to this thing. I mean, unless we 4-linked it.
We're
Like-
putting 2 shoots on it.
Oh, we are. We're putting 2 chutes on it and a custom mount. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we could fucking do.
We got a cool boat to hang out on when he comes to Florida.
We
What?
definitely, when you come to Florida, Limpy, for March 27th with Garrett, Jeff's got a fucking way awesome boat we get to go out on.
Oh shit.
When are we doing this?
Before or after?
Before or after Garrett's
Well,
race, you'll be there the whole time.
I just let me know when I need to fly in because I'm
See?
flying in. I ain't driving in.
We'll just make them come in early and party all week because I think we're down there too for that
spring
vacation.
break, yeah.
So I figured we'll just drive the truck down, and if I'm early, I'll just park it at Garrett's.
Is that spring break time? Are you going
And if
down there?
not,
for
then
spring
we'll
break
just
We
without-
got a place we can park the truck
It's end of March.
where he stores his boats and stuff.
We're gonna have some boats and hoes.
boats and
Yeah, let's go.
I gotta have me some boats and
hoes,
hoes.
and hosts.
We'll
Then you
definitely
put
be jamming that song
the
at least.
Maria. Cricket sangria.
We'll get Jamie on there and we'll get into DJing. and talk.
Yeah, fly them in. What happened to Kate?
I don't know where Kate disappeared to.
Where'd her deal go with the blue beard dude?
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting. Now I want to know what she's hiding behind the sheet.
It's hard to say.
Who do you think's back there?
Yeah.
Could be any name.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I used to know someone that has a Class 3 gun license in Jacksonville. I just saw somebody make comments.
What is a class 3?
Full automatic, suppressed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Our
okay.
painter has that.
Your painter does.
The pit crew dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This guy they had, he was a dealer, and he lived on the river and the St. John's, and right across the river was the Naval Air Station. And he used to sit out in his backyard and shoot critters along the edge, rats and mice along the edges of the river, right across from the damn NAS.
Wait. Was he a gun dealer?
Yeah, he was a gun dealer. He had full automatics with suppressors on them. And his house, he had alarmed in his house, but then he had an entire separate alarm system in his gun room. So
You would have to.
yeah. But some of the guns he had, there was one I had no idea. It's called a street sweeper. And
I know somebody has a class 3.
And it's a full automatic 12 gauge Gatling gun. It just got the wheel on it. It just spins and you put double aught buck. He says, yeah, it'll clean a street. You come up to a corner, you just stick it around there and pull it, and it's like, damn, that's pretty scary shit.
Yeah.
Especially when he said he just sold one to a SWAT guy in a small town in Alabama. I guess the sheriff started a SWAT team in this little county, and he was like the only member of it. But that gave him justification to buy it for the department. So it's like, oh my God.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, brother?
Dude, one of the weird things that flies past my house was just over there.
We thought you got abducted by Martians.
We really did. We were.
No, I was like, I'm gonna see if I can take a video. But this one weird, like, there's a little puddle hopper plane that circles like the airport perimeter, basically. But it looks weird as shit.
Hi, did Happy's wonder if Sandy ever said anything about what she's seen? Well, one of Happy's friends, or I guess one of our friends, she's a pilot for a major airline, and she was flying somewhere, and there was nothing on the radar, and they kept flying. Lights kept flying right at her, and then getting real close, and then zipping away, and stuff like that. She filmed it.
That's scary.
Dude, I think that's how like me and Beaterbaum's last race went. I got way out on them, and then I could see these lights coming, and then they zipped right by me.
He said,
Aww.
he said, call me for Beaterbaum tuning.
We did too.
Oh, the Lions beat the Packers. That was great to see.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, it got pretty close, so it was down to the final.
The Cowboys win, and we're going to Super Bowl.
What is it? Cigars and hand grenades? Horseshoes and hand grenades?
Yeah, well, yeah. Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Roger was so
What's
sad.
that?
Won a lot of them this year, haven't we?
Yeah.
Monkey works on YouTube, shows who's flying. You know I like a good conspiracy.
I like conspiracies too. I'll need to start listening to them more. I'm just more of a true crime shit. I just like hearing fucked up people.
Do you remember, Jasper, the week we spent watching videos about fake Paul McCartney, fake Paul?
He's on mute again.
You're on mute, Jasper.
No, these dudes are cutting jokes and laughing so fucking hard in here that you wouldn't be able to hear anything if I don't.
Well, we need to hear shit. We need to hear something.
In between talking. Like Matt's saying your alternator makes what? And we're all like, bro, if your alternator has ever made a noise like that, you better change it. Like
Cowboys are playing right now.
They're all just going crazy.
Cowboys play right now.
What up, Justin? I still can't believe no one bought 50 Cent. You wanted 15 grand for the roller. Like, what the fuck?
15.
I
Hey,
don't
we're
know
tied.
why,
We're
but
going
I
Super Bowl.
really, really love that car.
We're tied. We're tied with the bingo.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
The Daytona.
for sure.
Wanted 15 grand for the roller.
Did he sell it?
Fucking full cage,
It'd be crazy.
motor set way back. Like that is a backside.
Did he sell it yet, or did he put another?
No, still hasn't made another post. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, "There's no possible way someone has not bought that yet." Like,
Jasper, them gummies hitting you yet?
oh, I don't know, maybe.
Well, you
It was.
you
I
50
only ended
grand
up
on
on
them.
25 milligrams. So
I like that answer.
I think I'm all right. I'll be all right.
You're gonna be great.
Oh, he's in the chat. Just hold on tight. Hold on to that.
Yeah, maybe he's keeping it, but if so, then even stupider on everyone's part that wanted to. You can't build anything close to that for that, let alone have one that's proven. It's amazing, and they're unique. It's not another Mustang. It's a Daytona. It's kind of cool, but definitely shocked knowing about that. What do you guys got going this weekend?
Puff and paint, right?
Oh yeah, puff and paint. Let's go.
So, is there a theme to that?
It's Roger's wife, Jill.
Well, I just
Yes.
mean when you come in, you just paint whatever you want, or like kind of
No.
everyone.
Wife.
No, she does what's called pouring. So you take your canvas and you put a layer of paint over the top, and while it's wet, you pour other paint on top of it in different colors, and you spread them around, and you try to turn them into. I don't know. I'm not the artist in it, but anyway, that's what they do. They just pour paint all over the damn place.
We get
And
real
they have
high.
a lot of fun, and they all have their own joints, and so gets kind of smoky, gets kind of giggly. Everybody has a good time.
Mhm. You want me to go get the art I made last time?
Yes.
We do, and we also want to know what's the time frame for this. If someone's
Oh
wanting
my
to come
god,
out,
I'm so excited. I'll be right back.
She's
It's
going to get her art.
6:30 to 8.
6:30 to 8
Yeah,
on
it-
Saturday,
or 6:30 on Friday.
on Friday.
It's called modern art. So talentless people could feel included.
Stop that.
I think maybe that's what it's designed for.
Already international.
Okay. I have to say, I haven't put the clear coat on it yet, so it'll look better when it's shiny. But I'll still show you.
Back. All right, right there.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a sunflower.
Yeah.
It'll look cooler when it's shiny.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it's trying to decide whether it's a sunflower or a
Or Jasper's gonna be looking
dandelion.
like after
Yeah.
that gummy kicks in.
I do have one that Roger's wife painted.
Wait, what?
Huh? What? What?
What'd you say? Roger's fake penis?
What?
Roger's wife painted.
My
Oh
wife-
my God.
Yeah.
I really thought she said something about penis. My bad. My bad.
You got penis on the brain, you dirty
I told you
Yeah.
those DMs are
Roger's
going
wife
crazy.
painted this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got some shine to it.
Yeah, it's shiny. It looks real good. Yeah.
Yes.
The only good thing that came out of that marriage. Oh, that's not nice.
Oh.
A sunflower.
That wasn't very nice.
Ma'am.
Well,
Yeah, that gummies have officially kicked in.
Is Jasper down?
They do make you smile more no matter what. Everyone
No matter
should probably take a little bit every day, especially
Now you
if you're
take too
cussing
much.
in traffic.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
When is your next trip, Roger? It's your first. What you plan on doing first?
I don't know yet, but for my big trip, depending on how the weather goes, probably that won't be until fall. I'm looking at going out west again. You know, and I finished this other trip. I said that'll probably be my last solo trip, but I don't see that anymore. So I'm starting to collect points of interest, if you will, and roads that I want to ride and shit, and they're all out west. So that's probably what it's going to be. I don't know. I know one thing. I doubt very much. I never say never. Is won't be in the East Coast. No, Northeast. I should say Northeast. That was one of the worst rides of my life. Is going through, you know, cross out from New Hampshire into Massachusetts, grab that Boston traffic, and it was that way all the way to Delaware. Shit, know, getting through New York, all the construction, all the heavy traffic. I was there and at the worst time, but hey, it was an experience, you know. But I'll take nasty off-road shit any day, you know. So, but the
Heat
West
stroke
Coast,
over traffic, huh?
Pardon?
That heat stroke over traffic.
Oh, heat stroke. Yeah, well, the heat stroke was in the spring, in the June when I went down to Florida. Holy God, it was hot. It was pushing 105 coming out of West Virginia, and yeah, that one was rough. I started having a hard time making sentences. Of course, I kind of do that anyway, but so,
That was though.
anyway.
You could tell how miserable you were that whole first part of that.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. But I got on the Keys. Oh, it was gorgeous. The Keys were really good. I was able to camp right on the ocean out on Key West, and you know, but within 10 miles of getting back on the mainland, it started to rain. Poor. I went when I was in Melbourne, and I left Melbourne. A tornado came through. You know?
Well, it was raining when you were in the Keys too. Remember? Because you called me and you're like, "Hey, can you look at the weather right now and tell me if I'm fucked?"
Oh, that's when I was getting on the Keys. I was still in the mainland. I was like 10 miles. Well, you got that whole swamp area.
These storms everywhere.
Yeah, and once I got on the Keys, it was fine. So,
Paul, I'm sure she can hook you up with some with these girls can hook you up with some seeds.
Yes, we can. I'd love to hook you up.
And they ship to Oregon.
Fuck yeah.
Probably get there in a couple of days.
3 to 5 days.
Yep. There you go. Seedseller.com. There you go.
Go on the Oregon Trail.
Been on part of that.
So much.
Oregon's pretty up there too.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I've told the story about one of the things going into Oregon, in a little town, and it was just a really nice day. And up here we have all the oak trees, and when the leaves blow off the oak, you get, they're just brown drifting along. And I'm pulling through this little town, and I see all these oak leaves like going down the road, but there's no oaks. And it smells like onion. It was just onion skins because they were harvesting onions. And so it's pretty cool being able to see it and smell it, and then seeing the farmer trucks with the onions skins flying off. Yeah. The simple things can touch the old soul, make you smile.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what we would call it cabbage season in the Upper Peninsula. Because when they would harvest cabbages and drive them down the road, there'd be so many like on the sides of the road. They'd be like, it's cabbage season. Watch out. They might run out in front of your car.
Time to make some kraut. Get out the crock.
Wait, can cabbage actually run?
Oh, those edibles kicked in, all right.
Is that what you said?
What kind of weed is that?
No,
Did you
Jeff,
say
the
the cabbage runs?
No, we would joke around that the cabbage would run out in front of your car because they'd be like all over the side of the road because they're driving around in these like open truck or like open bed trucks, you know, and a bunch would fall out. So you just see like big cabbage leaves everywhere for a few weeks every fall during cabbage season.
That's awesome.
You got deer season.
Yeah, it's deer season.
Got to go up north. Go to the hunting camp.
Yeah, go shoot a tiny shitty deer in the Upper Peninsula. They've been overhunted.
Yeah.
I do like seeing like the deer count on the bridge though. That's a nice little barbaric tradition we have.
Deer count.
Yeah, so they like count how many deer get driven back over the bridge during hunting season.
I got you.
Body count.
Yeah, Jess, he's watching. He's probably. What you trimming off, or what
I
are you?
saw about here too. Boss is watching.
They won't know what you're trimming.
This one is like the gorilla, or not the gorilla glue, the Leah skunks.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh shit!
I had a surprise this morning. My chickens, the hens, were out in the pen, and they were just going absolutely nuts. And I looked out there, and there was a hawk inside the pen. Now the pen is my greenhouse. It's huge, right?
Oh boy.
And there's flaps down on the ends of it. And this hawk flew in there, and it was after my hens. But I have 3 guinea hens, and let me tell you, that's not the first time I chased a hawk off once before that I saw, but this time the hawk was in there on the ground and chasing the chickens. But the guineas got it so worried, it flew into one of my other pens that I have out there because it was opened on the top, and then it couldn't find its way out. So I closed it up and held it for a little while, and then let it go, and it flew out. But I counted all my chickens. I had them all, so I was in good shape. But that was quite the rush to run out there and tackle up with a hawk.
Yeah.
We had one hawk that was after, because our chickens used to free range rod the barn, and it had a flock of biddies with her. And this hawk was picking them off one at a time. My wife was down there. She had a horse, and she had her lunge whip. And I don't know if you know what a lunge whip is, but it's a real long whip. And she just took that and snapped it at the hawk to get it away from the biddies. And the damn hawk attacked her. Just came right out and claws out. So she ducked, and I went out and chased it off. So
yes.
Roger, what's a biddy?
Back. A biddy? Oh, I'm sorry, a baby chicken.
What?
Oh my God, is that really what they're called?
A chick. Huh?
I feel old because I knew what that was.
Oh.
I didn't. I didn't know what it was. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna look here like I know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's probably Youper talk. I don't know.
That's probably the difference between northern and southern. We just call them chicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when they're little, we just call them biddies because they're just so little bitty.
Aww.
And they're just cute as hell, just waddling along with mom.
Uh-huh. Then
you see mom laying there, and you go, where the hell did biddies go? Where are her babies? And then you see she's puffed up a little bit, and they're poking their heads out here and there. she's got them covered and warm. Got rid of all of our roosters. Might have to get another rooster in the spring. I don't know. Might be fun.
Might be fun.
Looking for OG Kush seeds.
Yeah, we
got
have it by like 5 different breeders right now. Barney's Farm, Royal Queen, Humboldt, Leah, and I think Seedless. Ta-da! Go online or call us, and you can order them. Ship them right out.
I mean, mostly go online unless you can't order them on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Seedseller.com. Just
Then you
scroll up in the.
.com.
I'll send it.
Well, the phone number is posted there too. So if you just get there and you get confused by them all.
Yeah. Seed Seller. Yeah. I'll post. He's on Twitch, Jet Black. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they can see comments. I don't know. Maybe Edward can post it up. It looked like Edward's in there in the group chat. There it is. There you go. Appreciate it, Ed.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I started trimming without a glove on, thinking, oh, I'll be so careful. And now my left hand is sticking to itself.
Yeah. I know Edward's a mod on here, so he's in all the chats or all the different social media pages.
I would say, speaking of mods, we do want somebody to run a Discord for us. So if you are interested in that, reach out. We'll chat.
Can they reach out to y'all through the website or call or?
Yeah, call, send us an email.
What's Discord?
What's Discord?
Yeah.
Well, I hear it talked about a bunch, but I guess
I've got it, but I have no idea.
It's just a messaging platform.
Like a different style forum board or something. But
yeah, it's like a forum board kind of. So you can have like specific chats about certain stuff and like discussions and threads and stuff. I don't know. It is very popular with people that like it. I feel like I'm too old to do stuff like that now.
Yeah,
I don't want to learn another system.
You have to get your glasses out so you can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Edward. Yeah, he's a mod everywhere. Jet Black is too.
Well, I think this old man's going to call it a night with you guys. So you all take it easy, and we'll be back on next week.
All right,
Night, Roger.
have a good night.
Good night.
Hi, Raj.
Right.
If I can figure this
See you,
out.
Roger.
Speaking of, old
Just close the
man,
laptop
gotta
like you usually do.
Shut it. We love it when you do it.
Oh,
He figured it out. Damn it.
He went like this.
Oh, wait.
Us, and he was
Is
out.
it this one? Oh, no, wait. I forgot to show this one. I forgot. Hold on.
It's going down, cause I'm around. 50 Cent, you know how I just down. What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta?
That's awesome.
See, I got like class 7 license where you can carry rocket launchers and shit.
Hell yeah. We know what's up.
Rocket launchers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have did they ask about, would you have a show? Do you have a class this weekend?
Yeah, we did.
Painting, yeah, the pour and paint.
No, we had this past weekend. We had the intermediate mushroom class.
Oh.
But this weekend
We got those scheduled. Like we got the next like the first season of stuff scheduled, and then like I don't remember, they did like a end of April. We're having a little get together.
Ooh.
With a bunch of other stuff.
A soiree.
A soiree. I don't really know what to call it yet.
I got you.
A big old party.
but it's going to be a party, and we like to have fun.
Speaking of
It's we're
party,
gonna have a spring solstice party, but it's not on spring solstice because we pushed it back so we would have seedlings and stuff available. Because we'll do seedlings again this year.
seedlings.
People are already asking about them. It's very exciting.
Yeah, we sold like a few thousand seedlings this last year.
Yeah. Just helping little
Yeah,
babies.
skunk seeds, T-bone.
We do T-bone.
Yeah, by a bunch of different people also.
The Leos are BOGO right now. Buy one, get one. Boop, boop.
I think that is a newsletter only code though, isn't it?
Oh.
But I would say if you know what it is, you can tell them here because it's basically like listening to the news, like having the newsletter read to you.
But I have to think about it. I don't remember what the code was.
I say, can you
BOGO?
open
BOGO?
Canva? You can look at the calendar.
Where is it?
In Canva.
Oh, right. Let's see.
Right. I just can't touch it with my left hand.
Oh boy.
Haha, we're gonna try.
Get that code.
Well, maybe.
And so you can also look in the promotions part.
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna look in my email because I think it was emailed to me. So I can just like type it in, I think. Look at me learning technology, everyone.
Just see me today. I had a meeting with the owners of the track, and
Ooh.
on the I don't know, it's through Outlook, and I'm not really an Outlook person, and apparently they had some teams, I don't know. I figured it out.
Well, no, 90 use like a great pie cross.
Oh yeah.
So our buddy Aaron this weekend at Premier Cannabis got two first place and a third place at High Times.
Holy cow.
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Is that what you're smoke? Is that what you smoked on earlier, Jeff?
Well, we were always smoking on that off and on.
I can do it on
Is
my
that the same stuff that he brought over, that Jeff brought over?
Yeah, we smoked this stuff.
We've smoked it with you a
we
bunch.
Throw all the same
Oh, have we? Okay.
Like, the owner and Jeff.
I
forever.
try not to hang with Jeff because
You get
I know
high.
I'm more of a one hitter quitter when it's his shit. Or I'm gonna be.
Yeah, he's already rolled 2 blunts tonight that have like 1.5 grams worms through them of rosin.
Who's over
Yeah,
there?
dude. And this, like, remember that
Barry.
sick machine that he
Oh, your
used that
faces.
night where you pack them all up? And
Mufasa. Yeah.
they're pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I imagine Joey was sitting there like, my God, because we were just chiefing blunt after blunt after blunt the whole time.
Y'all didn't know who that. Y'all don't know who that guy is that was on earlier, but that's like, he's like one of the baddest mofo's out there.
Yeah, I mean, he was popular before being popular was even a thing.
Yeah.
Even more popular.
Okay, so last night
Yeah.
I started watching these like acapella singing videos with my kids, and it was from like acapella competitions. And they were all making all these like little weird inside jokes, and the entire audience was like fucking dying. Like it was the funniest shit they had ever heard. And then after like a few videos, we like watched one that had like been referenced, like a group that had been referenced in one of the first videos that we watched. And I was like, man, it's weird how little communities like that work, you know, like your racing community, how you have your little.
Well, yeah, like he even branched out. So like his buddy wrote the Fast and Furious, and the Vin Diesel character is actually based on him.
Oh yeah.
I always knew that was a real person.
I'd see. And his name's Joey Hiykel Beaterbaum, aka Vin Diesel, or what's his name in the movie? Dom.
Dom.
Hey,
I know,
Dom.
dude. I looked so
Toretto.
hard, I can't
Dominic
find it.
Toretto.
It's all about family.
It's all about Dom. It's all about
I live my
family.
life 1/8 mile at a time. Quarter mile at a time.
I thought you'd like that movie, being race car people.
I don't mind it, to be honest. The first one, it's
The first
actually
one, yeah.
really crazy. Like,
I think there's like
Chief
20 of them now.
Big Chief
Yeah,
and
there's like two
Sean
ones for sure.
used to have a podcast, and on that podcast, they did a reference to like comparing an actual street race to the Fast and Furious, and it's not as far off as you think. Minus a ton of hot chicks there and rap music. And
Yeah, it's not. There's no hot chicks. There's no.
We block off some of the roads. We have a dude
Yeah.
at the end that's on surveillance.
So you both just pissed off like 3 women.
Our races only last like 4 seconds, not 50.
Yeah, the race
Yeah.
isn't a minute 30.
Yeah, you ain't got time to look at the laptop and go, no, and then close it and then still race.
But it's not as far off as you think. You know, you're usually with a group of bros racing other bros groups, and sometimes you bicker, and I don't know. It was a really funny episode where I kept thinking like, wow, I always thought the movie was just complete shit, but damn it, we're kind of like those dudes.
T-Bone, I did not find the code, but if you just call the store, I can do it. Because I don't know the Leah code. I looked, dude. I made it to Canva, couldn't find it. Found the calendar, still couldn't find it.
What do you mean you can't find it on the calendar?
I couldn't find it, bro.
It's on December. Look on today.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Well, I tried. No trophies for trying.
Bro, did no one get my name today?
Oh, I don't even know.
Third man.
Or did they get Marge Gunderson?
Oh, you
Gunderson,
knew
you'd say?
Harry Lime and Marge Gunderman. This dude's hilarious. He takes Adderall and goes right to sleep.
You don't even send out the
Well,
I've never took Adderall. I've been told I'm not allowed to.
I too have been told
This
that.
part is true.
But I wouldn't mind trying it.
I said it in the beginning, Home Alone.
Oh, okay. You nailed it?
Yeah. It ain't like you're going to get your gift or whatever prize or whatever.
Yeah, you'll never get that motherfucker. God dang. I'm just not allowed to be in possession of the prizes anymore.
We should have never gave it to you. We would have shipped it.
It's just like Rick James is screaming when he's crawling out with those beat up legs. They should have never gave me those prizes.
In Jasper's defense, if it ships,
Dude,
I will not ship it.
Or like message you like I have well, no, luckily those people were so awesome they let me keep the 2 I wanted, and the other 2 Chris is supposed to come up and grab. That's why I said I actually got those handled. The rest of anything else I've ever had to ship is not shipping. I'm really bad at it, man.
You just go to the post office, brother.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts, Jasper.
man. Call him brave.
Yeah, but like, okay, so like, you know, like you guys know, like there's so much random chaos to my days. There were days that I
It's not that. It's not the random chaos. It's like squirrel, huh? And then
Yeah,
you're
like
not
the
code is
ADHD
called.
kicks in and I'm out here beating on my hitch for an hour to get a car out of a trailer. And then I'm like, oh yeah, Noah's got basketball practice. And then, oh yeah, this kid's sick at school. Oh yeah, Matt needs help.
Maybe it's because you smoked
Oh,
blaming it on Matt.
I did think about it. If the thought counts for anything, I've
I did
given
think about
thoughts to it.
I did think about
I'm dropping
You
them off
say it.
tomorrow.
Oh,
End of
that
discussion.
counts.
What time do you guys open? I drop kids off at what,
10.
like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna come back home, roll one, bam, I'm coming.
I just
Okay.
think that, dude. I've always heard.
I'll be there at 9. I get there early to smoke.
Sounds good.
The Leah BOGO code is Halls, HALLS.
That's why she is amazing.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Thanks,
man, I got
brother.
weed trim in my hair.
Solve the mystery again.
Bro, you're supposed to be a friend, dog. The hell you doing?
He's number one.
You wait, dude. I know. Hater of the year. This dude's trying to clock that championship. He's got 1 month left, dude. I got to win that hater of the year. This is a true story. We, in our friend group, used to legitly give a trophy every year that we would go pay for and make to whatever friend was the biggest hater of the year.
I believe
I
it.
swear to God, dude. Like Rachel.
Well,
won
how
it
many
like
do you
6
have?
years in
4
a
or
row.
5?
Huh?
How many do you have?
I don't have any. Swear to God, I'm
Jasper's
usually
not
the
a
dude-
hater.
I'm like the guy trying to help. I rode in the back seat last night. I had every opportunity to steal shotgun, and I give the front seat up. I'm never the dude hater.
You're chivalrous of you.
Let's not go further into that.
That's what makes
Those
you a good
motherfuckers
guy.
roll their window down in the front, and we got a problem because it's fucking freezing. And they don't even think about it. And they crank the window like 3/4 of the way down, and they're just riding heat full on their face. And I'm in the back here, like reaching for a joint, ash blowing in my face, like don't even care. While I'm like making sure they're comfy in the front.
Good job, brother.
This is not a lie. I rode to the first War in the Woods we went to, which we ended up winning the buyback. I rode down there, bitch, in my own truck. Back seat, middle, all the way down there. And then after I won, I was so geeked that I was like, fuck it, guys, I'll ride the middle back, and rode the middle back.
Oh my God.
And I'm telling you, it's a horrible fucking 5-hour drive. Like, God, is it horrible.
He's out of control.
So, yeah, I don't usually win Hater of the Year, but my friends put up some strong cases here or there for it.
I really like.
Maynard probably should have won a few Hater of the Year awards. If you listen to Maynard, you were killing it a couple of those years.
You were killing it. We should have one of those at work for asshole.
Yeah, now
of the-
he's mad at you.
Fun. Our friend group, Lippy's been around us. Like, we're savages to each other. If you do
Who else is
something
over there?
we got Big Matt, we got Doug, we got Mike Hickman, and Jeff.
I recognize somebody else's laugh over there.
Probably
Mike
Matt's.
Matz is who you probably are most
I
familiar
said
with.
Mike Hickman is a name that sounds familiar, but maybe just because it's like a.
That's the guy that has glasses that always comes over with like dabs and stuff and hung out with us and grows the
Reveal
Death
yourself, Hickman.
Star. Death Star. I just gotta say Death Star. That's him.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
See how that
What's up,
works?
buddy? Hey, buddy.
And then you heard
You
him
feel
5
bad?
seconds ago. Don't be taking that Death Coast. Still clinging to that shit. I tried though, but it didn't work.
I was at, there was like a laugh back there I could recognize that was not Matt. That was funny.
Just lace up a fast.
They're all loving Crystal's laugh.
Really?
Yes, Matt claims it sounds like his alternator. We don't know what that means.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
There's nothing wrong with that. What do you mean?
It's just
Is that
funny.
good or bad?
That's just
We
funny.
roll with Michelle and she snorts every 5 seconds.
Oh,
If you go back to like the podcast where Matt and Michelle got on and started ranting about Smoky Bones brisket,
I promise it's not negative. It's all love. I promise.
see?
Okay. I feel like I deserve a hug now.
He's air hugging. He's air hugging.
I'm serious.
I can make him come over here on camera and air hug it out.
No. Yeah, I was just
Jasper needs another edible.
Yes, he does.
No.
Get it.
They ate all of them.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Berries this time.
We're now rolling another one of those blunts that has like a 1/2 gram of rosin smeared into the paper.
Let him bring it over here and show it.
A gram and a half.
Bring it over here and show it. Let's see it.
They want to see it rolled, Jeff.
Oh, we've already done this before, haven't we?
I think so, but
But I know. But
see again.
hold on.
Bro, who wants like a chocolate chip cookie right now?
I'm still getting one of them. I'm still gonna get me one of them.
Okay, I can go in and get more too.
You got milk?
You want one, Doug?
No, I'm good. You ain't got no milk in there?
I want one.
You
I
2%?
want one.
I get some 2%.
I want
I don't do a
milk,
whole
too.
You want to know what's crazy?
You got 2%.
I almost bought 2 chocolate milks from Z's today. They're always loaded, unlike QD, those motherfuckers. We roll down and get donuts all the time.
Dude, I got a quality dairy donut in my car right now. I should go get it.
Good at that, dude.
We need a fucking fire. I love those
Yeah, real
cinnamon
good.
like
You next to
swirl caramel glaze things.
We did it the other
Dude, I
side.
like the ones that are like
Real quick, I won't take
the
it.
chocolate with peanut butter glaze.
Don't even worry about
See how loud these guys are?
it. Sorry.
That's why.
Hey, Jeff, does that remind you of the first time you had sex right there?
What happened? Sex?
Does that remind you of the first time you had sex, Jeff?
Dude, you're about to have your peanuts about to be blowing up, dude. 'Cause look at him, he's right on him. He's like, yeah. Good wrist action. That's fucking nice.
Yeah. No bid. That wrist flow action is just the way it goes.
Gotta get it packed tight.
I still think it's underrated that Joey went right to thanking his wife to start. That's the first time that's happened in 35 episodes.
Bet you Joey got laid tonight.
90% of dudes forget her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bet you Joey got laid.
I'd probably think Mo Letty, you know, shit. This year we'll be married 30 years, so.
Aww.
Well, let Joey get 30 years
year,
in there.
Next year.
Yeah.
Well, our next anniversary is 30.
I want one of your special rolled bluntos.
Hey,
That's
Rat
what I'm
Pink
talking
Ron,
about.
it takes some time for fucking precision, dog.
You guys are like 20 minutes away. It's here every week. Come do the show over here.
Yeah, Jasper's feeling all right now. I don't know why.
Dude, Jasper, you should come to our
Jasper's
Christmas
eating
party
like a mother. He's
and
like,
do it from
What
there.
story?
Because we are doing our work Christmas party next week.
Whoa, whoa. Christmas party.
You
Whoa,
should come to
whoa.
it, and then we could
Christmas
podcast from
party.
there.
Oh, that'd be sweet. It's on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
We likes to party.
I'm in.
Are y'all partying late?
No, we're old.
Oh. What?
This is
How the fuck
Bullshit. I'll have
How-
all these, the whole party talked into going to, what is it?
what?
Cracker Jack.
Never heard of it.
How the fuck y'all think I am?
That dude has the best answers all night. Those are the best answers all night. You don't know about it, but I'll have everyone over there. I will end the night at the strip club.
Good deal, John. Good for you. Good for y'all.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's a
that
long
old
time.
yet. I ain't that old yet, but
What's the really ghetto one, dude? That's where they're like doing math right out in the open.
What?
That little one on the
I knew you know what I'm talking about.
That was legendary.
I don't know what the name of that
Dude,
is.
it's been that way forever, too, dude. Like, I remember going in at like 18, and we took like 3 steps in, took a surveillance of the room, and was like, yeah, this ain't for us, man. We're like, way more hardcore than we are. Let's leave.
Were you talking about Fleetwood?
Was it Fleetwood?
No, Keeters.
Keters.
Oh no, you did not. Oh no. Shame.
Oh my God. Like I said, we made it about
Hey, Kate, do you know
3-4 steps
Hey.
in, paid and everything to get in.
that's
and,
that
like,
one
made it
dirty
4
strip
steps
club
and
we
was like,
passed on
"We're
our
out."
smoking coffee
It's like
trip?
in the industrial park.
No, that's worse than that one. It's the hot pink one where we saw the stripper pulling weeds.
I did. Yeah, she was outside weeding.
Yes, that's where. That's what they're talking about.
Gross. I think you're talking about a restaurant.
Literal worst, like the literal. And no offense to the people that work
fuck,
there, but
dog.
the worst one. No,
God
they
dang,
just go to the
I'd be
class
fucking. I think I'm high just by watching you do this.
Yeah, it's probably gonna burn like shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I
You
don't
have to burn 2 of them, you fucking hater. This dude is clocking it in, dog. I swear to God, dude.
He's trying to get that award.
Dude, Charlie Murphy or something off the Chappelle show, dude. Just, God dang.
Get through that 8
I burn like shit.
I pray-
Ain't even gonna work.
I pray it ain't gonna work, dude. I didn't even know we're getting all excited for it.
Oh, we should probably do one of the podcasts from here. I think everyone would be too high, probably.
Well, I don't think
No,
so.
that'd be good. It'd be
I can
fun.
hold my own.
Jasper, you know where we need to do it? We need to be able to do dabs off of the wood heater again.
Ooh.
What kind of?
Yeah, people don't even know. Mike, did you ever take any of the wood heater dabs?
Oh yeah.
What kind of paper is that?
Dude, it fucking
Jeff?
worked, did it not? It was like magically the right temp.
It was like
They were
This
like
wood
delicious
burning
too.
fireplace in the barn.
I knew
You
you
just
were gonna
throw
say
a dab
magically
on and suck it up with a
delicious.
straw.
I
Made a dab on the
Is that blunt papers, Jeff?
And then they had
Yeah.
a special hook.
Ah.
What's he asking?
So you
If
didn't
it's
burn
blunt
your
paper.
face when you
Yeah,
went
2
down
blunt
there, so,
papers.
like,
Oh, good Lord, no,
With
I'm out.
tobacco or without?
down to get to it.
All right.
With
So
Swisher, like 2 pots.
Yeah, the
on
stove
it.
dabs were pretty cool. It was like a rig that was always going. You didn't have to heat it up or nothing.
Kate, they said it'll be like a field trip. I love that.
What would be like a field trip?
Us coming to your house.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could smoke off this whole barn, dude. Like
Yeah.
like at the trailer. Remember?
Oh, get the leaf blower back out. I got some peas over there we can pound off real
We can
quick.
either end the show or start the show. Like
Just fog it right out for an
Oh.
ending.
Yeah.
We done. Yeah, it would KO this place. I had to fire up the car today, and the meth about KO'd me. That fucker was spicy for some reason. I'm telling you, ever since we switched to that precision turbo, dude,
Turbo.
holy cow, dude! Like the meth, for whatever reason, which does not make sense to me at all, but is so much stronger in the car and shit.
is it not burning?
That's messed up, man.
got that Heisenberg.
So I light from the end without the hole, right?
It doesn't matter. There's hole in both ends.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Man,
Bam!
You got 2 hoes. You got 2 hoes to choose from.
There's holes at both ends. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you got 2 hoes to choose from.
Doesn't
Whichever
matter.
one.
Both got a hole in it. We could hit them on both.
Pick either side.
You should, yeah, you should have said
Dealer's
first.
choice. You go first.
You should be like, that was the wrong one for sure. Look at that fucker. That's a big monster.
Them rollers come in, I think, 3 different sizes, don't they? I think. Because I was looking at them on Amazon. I think they
Oh,
come in 3
shoot.
different
Oh
sizes.
yeah, I'm sure they come in different sizes, right?
What's that? The rollers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone gave me that. I don't even know.
Yeah. They got
I was looking on Amazon. I think there's like one you can get like a
Jeff
eighth or
sponsored.
an eighth or a quarter.
the links down below.
Mhm.
I like the way Con thinks. There is no wrong hole.
That's a, words to live by.
I forgot what the make of that one. Does it say the brand of it on there?
I'm sure it does.
It does somewhere, I think.
I'm definitely entertaining in real life. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We're pretty boring over here, man. We don't do
Kate and I
much.
have a fun time together.
We need to figure out a way to get a fat tip on this.
Yeah, you know I have.
It comes with
a
it.
wood one, but it's like. why do you
I'm gonna
want-
finish this donut and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock, y'all. I gotta get up at 6.
Get disposable ones.
Yeah.
Or like somebody make glass.
Jasper just mutes himself.
They
So
just
when
get
they're
rolling
so loud,
sometimes. Like you can just hear them start picking up.
I
And
know.
then Matt's just eyeing them, waiting for one line to be said that he can hate on.
Oh, that's not nice, Matt.
Matt's like one of those little fish that waits at the bottom of the ocean and snatches shit.
I know exactly what fish. Aren't those the ones that hump the rocks too?
Probably. A rock humper.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Smoke a joint, eat a donut. That's the life.
That's alive. Well,
Stonefish are the ones that can shoot venom into you.
What?
that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, look up a stonefish. They're crazy.
People saying I'm crying at getting up at 6. I am crying about getting up at 6. Absolutely. I'd much rather sleep in till like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem is I won't go to sleep till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
That's my problem.
But I got to get up and take my kid to school.
Yeah.
Yes, the hell of parent drop-off line.
Fucking hate parent drop-off line. I fucking hate it.
My kid's 30, so I ain't got to. She's been out of school for like 12, 13 years.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're an old fucker.
No, you were just young when you had her.
Oh, weird. I was
AKA smart.
23.
That's young.
What's this? Where's that, Jasper? Did you send me that?
What?
Well, yeah, I hope you had fun.
Oh,
I had
Edward sent me that. Edward sent me that.
As did I. My donut is done.
I just seen Jasper on
Walking
there.
my dog. I hope I don't get affected by a drone. Ooh.
I hope you don't either.
I can't remember.
Well, let us know if you're going to party with us for real, because we're ready to party next week.
Yeah, you'll get an official invite tomorrow when you drop your packages off.
Oh, yeah. He done forgot about that.
I know he already did.
You're
didn't
muted. And he's muted. He forgot he muted himself.
Packages, guys.
What do I get for a special invite?
Well, if we told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. What fun would
I'll
that
write
be?
you the details
Those
on
blunts are so big, they just feel weird.
Let me see.
Like,
Put it
I
in the
feel
chat.
like I'm like, well,
I want to see.
no, I feel more at home. But that part I didn't want to talk about, but you forced me to. But I feel like, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in one of those movies, or Sylvester Stallone at the end, kicking the bad guys' asses, and we're like celebrating.
Feel tougher for sure.
Yeah, it's like when I have a mustache,
Put
I
the blunt
just feel
up on the
like, yo,
camera. I want
respect
to
it.
see.
And people do.
Hold it up.
Really good.
Hold it up. Hold it up, Jasper.
We were like, I think we were almost undefeated. We went to the semifinals and won 2 races with a mustache. So,
Hold up the blunt, please.
Hold up the
it's
blunt.
coming around. It's on
Okay.
its way around.
Hold up the blunt, please.
I just
They
want
want
to
to see
You were
that.
talking
They
about
want to
how
see that
size
blunt.
and how girthy it was.
For sure.
That's such an awesome word.
Oh yeah, Patrick. Oh, yeah.
Girthy.
I like that idea. Drop the kid off in the block. Except she probably would not let me do that.
The school does not let us do that.
No, yeah.
It's a safety hazard.
You're right. They have a bunch of different rules about things.
Sure.
Kids don't walk to school from where
do.
y'all go, or
No.
oh, I didn't know if it had like a neighborhood like where I live. There's like hold on. There's like all kinds of houses around schools and stuff. Kids walk to school.
It's bigger than my finger.
The lighter.
That's what he
Oh,
said.
lighter.
There you go.
Nice job.
Okay, have a great night. See you tomorrow, Jasper.
Yeah, good night,
Right.
everybody.
Later.
Ta-ta.
Night.
Well, I won't go ahead and show this. We went. Richard and them had their daily driver race this weekend.
Yeah, it looked like a really, really cool event.
And we woke up Sunday morning. Well, I woke up at like 1:30 and drove up there because it's a 3-hour drive. And they were having drivers meeting at 6. We were going to eat a little breakfast and then go up there. And it just got dewy and stuff. And we had all said and done, they had 25 cars locked in that paid lock in, and it got so bad they had to push it till that evening because the weather it didn't dry out until then, and then but man, they had some nice fucking cars up there. I mean you know, that was the first round call out, Manning and Kirk. But yeah, they had some, and Billy made it down there. That's Billy
Yeah, I
in the
saw that.
in the right lane.
I
And,
love that truck, man. That truck's cool.
He made it down to the final three.
Oh
and,
shit!
And I believe that's the guy that drove from Oklahoma all the way up to Ohio.
Yeah, that's the dude that we saw at the hotel with Richard when Noah locked us out.
Yeah, and but yeah, and you know, there's some really beautiful cars that were.
Oh, dude, look what Ed just sent me a photo to show Jeff. Look at what he's smoking on.
Oh yeah, I posted. I posted in
cat.
the. But yeah, look at that sucker. Look at that.
Yeah, that's Jeff's.
Really.
Who's? I got 10 gram gas. What do you got?
Oh, Richard right there.
The big guy. He wants you to take the gas over
Wake
there.
up for a second over there, dude.
Some nice photos. Shout out to
Gas
Stephanie.
Yeah, and believe it or not, there is a lot of
7.4.
A lot of Pro Chargers up there. They got a lot of boosted cars up there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're building a street car, turbos are kind of rough because they take a second to get pushing, like a superchargers right now.
Look at that shot right there. Look at that shot right there.
I said 8.
And here's the finals.
I'll second place.
You have Robert Bells versus Chad Dowd, and Chad. That would have been a good race. I think Robert would have won, but Chad backdoors like a mofo. And then they had a couple of grudge races lined up. Richard
Chris Lane was down there partying with you?
Yeah, he went, and then of course your winner. And that car right there, man, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It's just a beautiful car. But yeah, it's a good time down there. Good to get right back to the streets after my my end of the year happened, and it was a good time. Yep. Oh, there's Chris. Yeah, Chris was there. Yeah, the black Camaro was flying. But Chad was flying too. Chad kind of backdoors. He backdoors like a mofo, but he blew the blower. His was actually a supercharger.
Fuck no.
Or not supercharger, a blower. It's a blower, but he blew the blower belt.
You've done DMT though.
Kai Kelly won Snowbirds.
It is
Congrats to him.
like the same shit.
Yeah.
Way longer.
Yeah, I guess. They say.
Yeah, Kai Kelly killed it this weekend. I don't know if you followed any of that, Limpy, but
No, I heard about it and I was like, yeah.
that was fucking awesome, dude. It really was, man.
Oh, y'all passed Uranus, Chris? They just passed Uranus about a couple hours ago. There's a it's called Uranus, Missouri, I think.
Fudge Factory.
Yeah, but it's a Uranus Fudge Factory.
I was doing reverse Uno.
Yeah, Kai Kelly fucking murdered it.
Greg won too.
And congrats to the Canadian, first time winning Dig or Die. What else was happening this weekend?
Yeah, John won at Dig or Die over Patches in the final, and that was a lot of fun watching. Kai Kelly at Snowbird, and then Brent Self won at the Winter
Brent. Yeah,
Nationals.
sorry, I forgot about Brent.
Yep.
Brent. And
that was that Winter Meltdown. That was a really good race. Todd won Friday.
Blevins won LDR at Snowbird.
Yeah, Blevins won LDR at Snowbird, and then Lyle Barnett won 275 at Snowbird. Kaylee Mills won No Time. Yeah, there was a few good ones.
Trying to get
Actually,
them in.
though, my Kai Kelly is so hot. One time, Kai Kelly sent me
What?
a video.
What?
Well,
What'd you
he's
just
the
say?
hot topic right now.
Oh, okay. You need
Calm
to
down,
finish.
calm down.
You need to finish that statement.
He is sharp looking feller. I ain't gonna
You need
lie.
to finish that now. I know, but we get the meme started and they'll be going.
Jasper, I'm gonna fuck you up coming to New Orleans. Jasper, I'm gonna fuck you up coming to New Orleans. Jasper,
He told me how it was. Yeah, way back, he was out at Street Outlaws, and we were headed to New York to the pad, and he gave me a little shout out, just reminding me. And after this weekend, I fuck, he was probably not lying. He was probably gonna fuck us up.
Yeah,
that was pretty impressive.
Is
to
that
take
still
deal
the
by
same
deal.
car that he originally?
I don't
had?
know if it's. I don't think it's the original one. I've heard it's a brand new build that looks just like it, that was set up for the blower and for MPK, but it's definitely shorter wheelbase. I'm pretty positive it's a little heavier than the other cars we're running. It was super impressive to see him pull it off. And just
208. Damn.
He just wasn't supposed to, man, and he did. It was pretty awesome.
He qualified like right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, had everyone talking. I mean, you're talking about a field with Stevie Fast Jackson and Mark Mickey and Ken Butcher, his last name, Quantico or Cartuccio or whatever.
Bless you.
We probably won't
Bless you.
terrible.
Hey, it's the most butchered I ever did. I'm sorry, Ken. But pretty wild. Like, to go do that. I mean, I would honestly, in my opinion, and my opinion's worth nothing, remind you. I swear to God, it's worth nothing. That's probably the gnarliest driver field there's ever been. And Kai Kelly won the race, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, like Erica Enders, Antoine Brown was there didn't even qualify. Like a driver like Antoine Brown didn't even qualify for it. And Kai turned around with his headlights on, the only car that had headlights. He turned them on for third round and beat him. It was super awesome. I had fun watching it and checking it out. It was pretty cool. But I don't think there was anything else. This will be the first time ever, because I happened to watch the race they were at, that Team Denver didn't win a weekend.
Yeah. And you seen Austin
Shepard tried to take flight. And once again, I don't want to butcher his last name. Let's see if I can sound this out. Get yelled at for holding the blunt too long.
Oh boy. Just let it happen, dude. Just let it happen. Yeah.
Dying. All right, we're back. We're
into the rosin.
Yeah, that rosin was there. All right, let's try to sound this out. John Legato?
Legato?
Did I nail it? Legato?
Oh yeah.
I've seen him race in a few videos before from Canada at that like backside. There's a lot of backside in Canada. Corley and all them know, and Trevor and all them know him, and Alec. But yeah, that was super impressive to come out there and win that. I mean, hats off to him. I think Mork was giving him some help. Sounds like everyone was helping out, and he got it figured out after what sounded like 2 first and second round passes that were pretty bad. And then got her turned around all the way to beating Patches in the final. It was super impressive. Looked like the track was super hard. Did you watch any of it? It like changed a lot as it went along.
It looked like the right lane just
got good and then got bad again.
It looked like the right lane. Every time I watched it, it was pretty much everybody in the right lane was winning.
The lanes actually looked pretty even for a while, and then
towards the end,
and towards the end, like there was a big oil down in the left, and I know that they scraped it, and I'm sure that had some effect on some things. And I don't know if it came back around. It could have made it better at one point. I don't know. I wasn't there, but yeah, I would say the right lane looked, like if I was picking a lane from watching, I would have picked the right, but I don't know if that translates or not. Like I said, I wasn't there, but way good job by him. Super awesome. Came out of nowhere and won the biggest backside race there is, pretty much. So hats off to John Legato. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Beautiful Mustang too. I love that narco gray color. Checking your stocks?
No. We're trying to come up with a slogan on some shirts. As I said, if I'm not winning, it's because I'm spinning.
Yeah, sometimes I've lost though, not spinning. And then sometimes I shut the car off halfway down and tell everyone something broke. Otherwise,
or your battery runs out in your Milwaukee.
Yeah, the fucking drill quit. Damn it.
Yeah. Somebody talked about that this weekend on your live feed,
dude.
With Andrew Andrew Blanton.
Yeah, it was crazy. Cable. Like Pro Tree posted a video of it, and it just went crazy. I think right now it's at like 600,000 views. I've been kind of watching it.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And I thought that was crazy. I was like, what the heck?
I fly in Wednesday for the shop party, and then I'll be there until Sunday night.
I think they finally like lifted that ban on me or that scrub.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, 487,000 people watched it in the last like 30 hours.
I bet you they didn't lift that ban on you.
Maybe not, but
you have to make a post and see how many likes it gets. I'll tell you if they did or not.
I don't know. I posted weed on Facebook, and now they like throttle everything I post.
No one sees it.
Well, I also signed up to make money off it, and that also throttled everything, I believe. They were like, oh, wait, find any excuse to not pay him. Bastards.
Yeah, pretty smoked out.
Yeah, I heard they actually scraped it, like not just lit it on fire. But like I said, I wasn't there. I have no idea. Like you could talk to Patches or Bradshaw, and they might tell you both lanes were even. But my eyeballs told me the right looked a little better at once it got after a point. But yeah. Brian, I talked to Brian a bunch this weekend, Brian White, and they made some interesting changes to the car.
Look like they shortened it up or something.
Yeah, it looks crazy right now. He told me that no one there noticed. Not one person like come up to him and was like, bro, what's going on here? Like even like he pitted next to Chris Taylor and them, and they helped him unload the car and didn't even notice.
Maybe they just didn't, because he got there. His truck blew up.
Yeah, on the way down, and had to get a ride to the track. And another buddy brought a truck and a trailer brought a truck and a truck and a trailer, so that way they could load his truck up and take it home and leave him a truck to haul the trailer back. Like that's some good friends right there, man.
Yeah.
It's some good buddies. But Brian's a great guy, so I imagine that he has some good friends.
All the way through, they had like these little packs. They introduced like fucking little nematodes.
If you don't drill it, we will. Yeah, I like that. I love that.
All the way to 5 weeks, they wouldn't reproduce.
And then we could post a picture of that drill.
That's how they fucking do their preventative.
Like that was the coolest thing we've done this year, I think. Like I was most proud of that. The guys, we worked all the way up to the buzzer and then got into the lanes and even had to work on it to get it to work, and then ended up winning the round. So I mean, I do this for fun and for hanging out with the boys, and it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
There were people screaming under the car at each other.
That's a win-win.
Yeah, it was a perfect representation of us. Everyone like in the comments on the video are all like, what an idiot, man. He could have blew his motor up and all these like crazy things. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes you just got to not give a fuck or life isn't fun. You can't have legendary stories without risking something.
No, Berto, we're not. We still race here in the wintertime. It depends on the winter. It depends on the winter here. But yeah, no. Even if it is moisture, we might do something stupid. We might do like daily driver cast days or something. You know, especially if it's like snow on. If we get snow or rain, we'll do daily driver.
So like that's how we got that in there. And as soon as you clamped a battery on it, it was running. So like that needs to be the picture for the if you don't drill it, we will.
Yeah.
I don't know. They kept tagging Milwaukee, so I was just really hoping I was going to get a call from Milwaukee that was like, bro, that's so cool. You got us all that publicity. Here's like every tool we own. A guy can dream. Don't ruin it right now. I could already see Matt over there like, yo, I'm going to hate on him right now. There was my chance. He said it. What a moron. No, they don't want nothing to do with you. You're a high-on fucking idiot. You're going to embarrass their brand. I just beat him to it. I pulled the M&M 8 Mile on him and just cut him off right at the fucking stake. Yeah. I mean, realistically, we probably deserve like the Harbor Freight sponsor. You know, that's more fitting. Kmart still a company? Are you booking us rooms at Jeff, or what are you doing over there?
That's work chat.
Oh no.
You know me being my funny self, I got to come up with some funny slogans. You know, I got another one that has, on the front here, it says, this is, what did I say? What did I just say? I can't remember. Don't slap this shifter. And it has an arrow pointing down. But yeah, March 7th, 8th, Abilene Raceway, where y'all need to be. Everybody.
Hey,
everybody.
Texas.
Hey, Texas.
Shout out to Shifter Gripper.
Yeah. No, dude, they did a podcast one time, him and Happy, where this girl's like OnlyFans was her sitting on
That's
shit.
what I'm talking about.
That one almost got me divorced. Because I was gone for a month, I think, at that time.
That chick was crazy. The Stephanie one was hilarious too. If you ever saw that one where her boyfriend got all pissed off and
yeah, and that like totally just like it was like random. And then that dude, and he was like gone, and he come back, and somebody said in the group chat, if I had a dog, if my dog ran away for 3 days too, but he eventually come back. And then later I met that dude in fucking Warren Woods at the hotel when he was like, remember that comment that said I had a dog that ran away and he came back after 3 days? And I said, yeah. And he goes, that was me. I was like, holy shit. You know, it's just one of them comments that you like, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
oh yeah, my bad. Like, we were just joshing that.
And he come in, he's like, can we talk? And she's all like, her face is all like, no.
There was a couple wild ones you and Happy did though, man. They were supposed to be, and they fit the bill.
Yeah, I would still do them, except my old lady drew the line.
Mad.
The old lady drew the line.
It's pretty hard to top the shifter chick, period. Without getting like real crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I wear the pants in the family. I wear.
Reminisce enough.
I mean, I wear the pants in the family. She just lays them out and tells me which one I'm going to wear.
Yeah, that's. Oh God. Oh man.
The line of death. Yep.
Well, hopefully all you guys end up at PRI this weekend, and
yeah, if you see us walking around,
run
stop
into
by
everyone.
and say some shit. We might well be. It's going to be cold as fuck this weekend too.
Yeah, I always hate that where you got to park and then walk all the way there freezing.
Yeah.
Can you just buy tickets at the door nowadays, or do I got to cob some right now and message you as extra?
You gotta have like a badge, but I think we can get you in. I'm sure somebody can get you a badge.
I might have badges in the mailbox because of going all those times, but I don't ever pay attention. But I figure I can get in if I need to get in.
Yeah, Ed, I thought so too.
Otherwise, dude, I'll just sell grilled cheese and weed in the parking lot.
I'll be
like
out
it's a
there.
Grateful Dead show. Someone will go live inside. I'll see all the cool new stuff anyways.
Yeah.
All the fun's outside.
Then Mike came on and made it funny. Oh boy. If not, my dad or uncle.
There you go. Like I said, I think I probably have tickets. I always sign up, but I don't remember. Maybe I fucking fucked it up this year. Maybe Sean did, and I can go grab them from him or something. But
yeah, I'm sure somebody. That's what I said. I'm sure.
I almost swear that it changed like a year or so ago, where like you can just go up to the door and buy your way in, or maybe
yeah, but why that? When somebody can just give you a badge and you just walk right in. I mean, all they do is just look at it and just show you, oh, I got a badge. It's like walking into Sam's, we got a badge.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We got we're going to do that this weekend. Y'all pretty much done up there, right?
Yeah, there ain't nothing going on. I mean, like if it got hot for 3 days, we might street or something crazy. I need to get a boost controller on this. The boost controller's broke still. Man, I'm lazy. I just thought of that. Yeah, I need to order a boost controller from Fuel Tech tomorrow morning, and then my car's back ready to go. And that way, if like they do some street up here or something crazy, we can do that. And then I think the next one's Nollins.
Yeah.
So that ain't far away though. That's only like 4 weeks away. So
is that where that is, New Orleans?
Yeah. And then fuck yeah, dude. We're already like bought in and everything.
Yeah, we care. I'm not saying
it's sweet though. It'll be a good time.
Because in my head, New Orleans was that far.
You'll be in Florida.
Yeah, I'm gonna just fly in.
Yeah, so it didn't change your outcome. Yeah. We're just gonna pick you up. I'm gonna sleep in the truck.
I am flying into that RSW.
Huh?
Flying into RSW over there on that other side, on the, I guess it'd be the
yeah.
Man, that's a lot easier.
I usually fly into Fort Myers Airport.
That's Fort Myers. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, my parents' place is like 10 minutes from there.
Yeah, that man. I flew into there when I flew in last time because that's Mike lives like 30 minutes and Terry lives like 10 minutes from there, I think, from the airport. And yeah, man, that flying into there was a whole lot. It ain't flying in like DFW or like where fucking Ed lives, where them big jump.
Be out of there in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I walked right in and did my shit, and fuck, I was sitting down waiting for the airplane in like 20 minutes.
Not bad.
Not bad. All right.
Yeah. Let's party the rest of this week. I think I'm going to come down and party with you guys Wednesday and drive back. And then I'll be back down Friday night. And then I'll walk around all Saturday. And then, I don't know, I'll probably get talked into hanging out Saturday night too. But if I'm smart, I drive home. But I've never been smart. So
yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a good time, people. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Joey coming on, and
yeah, that was a good show. A lot of fun.
Appreciate E's and B's for the smoke as always.
Yes,
And
thank you, Ed.
Chuck and On Tilt Racing, and we'll be
Chuck's
on
an amazing human being too.
Be at the table tomorrow night.
Don't miss out.
And then
Should
I'll
be a
be
good
flying
one.
out first thing Wednesday morning.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Y'all later. See y'all later.